All right, and this next run that's coming up is a Doom 2016 100% classic run. And it's going to be done by the runner who's the person who introduced the stream today, and their name is Danejerus. We'll have them take it away. Good luck to you. Hopefully you get it done real fast.
Hi there. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Danejerus. A lot of you were mispronouncing it earlier. A lot of you kept saying Doom Jesus. It's actually Danejerus. Just wanna get that cleared up before we get things started. So,
the same thing to me.
yeah, but it's really not though. It's actually not. All right. So this run's gonna be long. It's 3 hours. It's a beefy boy. So we're gonna just actually get started and then pause the game, and then once we're actually in the first cutscene, we'll introduce the couch and get them all kind of situated. But again, my name is Danejerus. I run Doom 2016 100%, as well as a bunch of the category extension meme stuff that nobody takes seriously, and certainly wouldn't ever put so much time and attention toward. Anyways. So time's gonna start when I grab the pistol and I start shooting zombie faces off in 3, 2, 1, and go. We're gonna shoot these 3 zombies, and then we're just gonna keep firing the pistol a couple of times to cancel an animation that saves about 3 seconds, and then we're going to line up for a very specific RNG manipulation right here.
We have to contain.
I'm lying, this doesn't do anything. It's just funny to watch Olivia talk from inside her own head. Now we're gonna grab the suit. So this triggers a 1 minute 5 second cutscene. So this is a great time for the couch to introduce themselves. Meta, you wanna go first?
Absolutely, thank you. Hi, yeah, my name is Meta. You may have seen me in that Hugo clip there. But I am also a Doom speedrunner. I speedrun Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Been a while, but I'm quite familiar, and you guys are in for quite a ride today. Blaine?
Hi, I'm Blaine. I run all the unrestricted stuff on Doom Eternal, and I've been focusing on the 100%, so it's basically the counterpart to the run you're going to see now.
It's the other half of the 100% anthology that somebody will be crazy enough to do one day. if you're out of your mind. Yeah, Darve was supposed to couch for the run, but he was not feeling super great. So Dara, we love you, and I want to see a whole bunch of Dara, we love you in chat. Spam Dara, we love you in chat, please and thank you. All right, and that is perfect timing because that takes us right into this hallway. So if you don't turn tutorials off, you're gonna have to stick around and fight these guys, but if you turn tutorials off, you can just walk right past them. Now we get the shotgun, and we open the door. This is where we meet our first enemy after the zombies, and this is a little homage to Doom 3 for those of you that don't know. Okay, we're going to dispatch this imp very quickly. Now, we're supposed to do a fight here, but fights are slow. So we're not going to do a fight here. Instead, we're going to get Steve. So Steve, you might know as the Revenant in Doom Eternal. This was Steve's original job as a zombie in Doom 2016. We're going to get him to line up right there. And I'm just going to have to wait for a specific point in this animation.
Wiggle! Wiggle!
I don't think you can wiggle your way through this door.
If you go... Oh, I believe in the wiggle.
Oh, I got pushed out.
So
Darn
close.
it. It was close. Steve
Right,
usually cooperates, but Steve Steve was just not having it today, I guess. But that's okay, because Steve rarely doesn't come through twice for us. So we're gonna do this again.
While you do this again, do you mind if I just kind of explain what the
so there is a backup. I can't stop getting my hair in my mouth. There is a backup. It is a little bit too finicky and weird, and I'm not super great at it, so instead I'm just going to rely on doing this. There we go. And we're through the door.
Nice.
So now we got to line up in a very specific spot, and we're into the elevator. By the way, we're about 45 seconds behind my PB right now because that's because my PB got Steve first try.
Damn it, Steve.
But it's fine. We're gonna make up all that time in Foundry because we're gonna. Well, you'll see.
Yeah, so you may have some questions if you're familiar with more traditional 100% runs. 2016 100% isn't seen a lot, and so some people don't quite understand the rule set. Doom 2016's rule set is more akin to, if you're familiar with Doom Eternal's 100% rule sets, it's more akin to the unrestricted subcategory, but we don't actually split it. And that's just because there isn't necessarily a need to. Of course, that changes all the time, but today we're essentially running 100% unrestricted, and you'll see a lot of rail boosting, glory kill clipping, but of course we are still fulfilling that 100% requirement for the game. So it's kind of a neat hybrid, because you'll see all of the combat in the game, but also all of the tricks, so it's quite special.
So yeah, we're supposed to do a fight there. Fights are slow. It's faster to skip it. We skip the fight. We go back to the elevator. You'll notice the color is actually corrected now. The color was red before because I goofed up that glory kill just a little bit. Blaine, sorry, you were going to say something?
No, I like that it's to get to the end screen with the 100%, and it's not really actually getting 100%, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's basically the absolute minimum definition of 100%, what the game considers 100%.
Yeah, it's what we call NSR, meaning no source requirement, meaning you don't have to get it from the source, you just have to have it when you're done.
Yeah, and like I said, that leads to some really interesting combinations of some levels like this one are going to be relying a lot more on tricks to, boost to different secrets and that kind of thing. Whereas a lot of other levels are going to be a lot more combat focused. So
did you see that?
You get quite a good mix.
Did you see that? That looked like one of the OG classic Doom levels.
Indeed, it did.
I wonder
what's that about.
I wonder what would happen if you speedran a bunch of those in this game.
Huh. That'd be wild.
I wonder what that would look
like.
If
that's possible. Yeah.
Can you do that? I guess maybe you could, possibly.
Maybe.
We'll see. I guess. We'll probably find out right after this run or something like that. We'll see. So
speedrunner subtlety.
Speedrunner subtlety. So we're doing the same boost a million times because it is actually faster to do this same boost over and over as opposed to running around inbounds in the level. It is about 5 seconds faster. It's also only faster if you don't screw it up endlessly like I am doing now. That was a weird one.
So Blaine, you're more of a 100% restricted runner in Doom Eternal. So seeing
unrestricted.
Unrestricted.
Oh, unrestricted.
Okay, unrestricted.
Yeah. I understand because there's only one of me that runs unrestricted.
It definitely is less popular, although in this game I think it's more. I don't know. Anyway, so seeing this would you say that this feels familiar to your 100% unrestricted in Doom Eternal?
I gotta tell you the truth. I remember the first time I saw Dane do this run. It's part of the reason I do the Doom Eternal 100% unrestricted, because this just looks like fun. Just to use as many tricks as you can. But break the do 100% as fast as possible. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this category is really more about, can we cram a piece of tech in here to do things faster? And if we can, we're going to. Whereas, there are other runners that run the game a little bit differently. They don't like doing the tech stuff because it's, they're more like purists, I guess you'd say. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm inject it into my veins. I want to go fast. So I'm very much about that. That was a almost 7 minute UAC, by the way, in game time. That's pretty abysmal because my PB is 5:35.
So, hold on, Dane.
Yeah.
I have some bad news. Did you forget the token in the drone?
I am Vega,
Oh
I mean, we
no,
were
I forgot the
talking
token in the drone.
Oh, yes,
No.
you skipped the token of the drone.
I forgot the token in the drone. What are we going to
You forgot
do?
the token of the drone. Oh no.
I guess we'll have to
Oh,
find the
dang.
token in the drone somewhere else. I guess.
Yeah,
guess
we'll
so.
got
We'll have to
some
find them.
new donations.
Blaine, earlier you were saying something about speedrunner subtlety.
Yeah, well, it's yeah, some subtlety.
So now we are doing optional challenges. Meta, you want to talk about what the optional challenges are in this game?
So optional challenges are not so optional in the 100% category because we are trying to get 100%. But yeah, basically every level past resource operations here has 3 unique challenges, and each of those challenges, if you complete them, gives you weapon upgrade points. And of course, yeah, that's required for 100%. So these challenges are going to give us weapon upgrade points. These weapon upgrade points are going to give us, we can upgrade. Let me restart here. We'll be able to upgrade our weapons and the attachments for them with those points, which is also.
And you just use mastery tokens?
Mastery tokens.
Mastery tokens. What is this, Doom Eternal? So in this game, if you're only familiar with Doom Eternal, by the way, mastery tokens, or if you're unfamiliar, let me go through both. Mastery tokens in Doom Eternal essentially let you just complete the weapon's mastery by spending 1 token. Those don't exist in this game. So each weapon is going to have a mastery challenge, and you need to complete that challenge to master it. And you can only master the weapon once you've upgraded all of its attachments. So it's quite a process.
So if there was meme beam, you would have to use it.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. That would suck.
Yeah, so the breakdown of 100% comes down to getting all of your combat rating in each level, which we don't have yet, getting your challenges in every level, and then those two combined give you your weapon upgrade points. You upgrade all of your weapons. At that point, you can master your weapons, and then as far as your weaponry goes, we're good. There will be another aspect to 100% that we'll get into later, but that's for later.
All right, this was giving me a little bit of trouble in practice, so let's hope I get it here.
Now, what I find funny too about all the Dooms in general is your rail boosting, which is different than slope boosting, which is different than stuck boosting, which is different than ramp boosting, which is different than
A lot of boosting, for sure.
There's many boosts.
We boost. So this is an all secrets rail boost that Darve so lovingly added and forced me to learn. So shout out to Darve for this one.
This is hard. Oh, that's actually news. I haven't seen that setup before.
Ooh, that was
Very
actually
nice.
perfect. Holy cow,
That was
nice.
clean. That's the beauty of like different rail boosts in this game. You can find like 10 different setups for every rail boost. And I haven't seen that one before. I have like 1,000 hours in this game, and a lot of it is spent rail boosting. And I have not seen that setup before, so that's nice.
Only 1,000. Wow, that's.
Yeah, only a little measly 1,000.
I mean, it's not as much as some of us. So this is called skate
there
park
was
skip.
there was a red guard thingy in that room, and you just
Oh, I forgot the red guard token there too. We're gonna have to find that somewhere else.
Man.
Oh goodness, I
What's
am
going on
just so
here?
forgetful today. There's supposed to be a zombie there, but because we skipped that fight, he doesn't spawn in. And then we just got the second challenge of the level, or the second active challenge, I should say, because some challenges are passive. You just get them in the natural course of getting 100% otherwise. And I actually needed to take a little bit of damage earlier in the level so that I could grab this health station. You want to grab this one because it overlaps the airlock, and so you save a little tiny bit of time there doing that. If you get it later in the game, it's you're gonna eat a little bit of time, just like a couple seconds. It's not anything big, but
Also, another reason, so obviously it is faster, but another reason you want to do it there is so you don't forget. 'Cause
That's another good
nothing is
reason, yeah.
worse. So this category, or what Dane is running on right now, is I'm Too Young to Die, since it is the fastest difficulty, and that's basically the goal of this category, is just as fast as possible, whatever means necessary, right? And so, since we're on I'm Too Young to Die, it's really difficult to take damage, and so you don't often need a health station. And so making that conscious decision to grab that health station is faster, but it's also very safe, because otherwise it's not going to be on your mind. I'm Too Young to Die is pretty easy.
This skip always gives me trouble because I never get a solid frame rate here. There we go.
Nice. There we go.
That was actually faster than my PB. My PB got that like 5th try. This was, I think, 3rd.
Hey, Dane.
Yeah.
We got some time to read a couple donations, maybe?
Sure. Actually, give me like 1 second, because we're gonna need to explain some weird nonsense here at the end. If you watch Darve's run, you'll know what I'm about to do in just a second. But we're gonna just assume that some of you haven't seen it, and so you're gonna have questions about how I'm just going to kind of ghost my way through a wall like this was Silent Hill Homecoming. So the last thing we have to do in this level before things get really combat heavy is just grab this doll, and then we're supposed to go get what we have affectionately termed Dragon Balls in this room, but that triggers a very long cutscene. So instead, we're just gonna kind of mash our way up against this corner. Oop,
Oh, but Dane, you're gonna miss it.
Oh, the cell's fine. We're not worried about the cell. The cell, we'll be okay without the cell.
Okay.
Oh, Doom guy,
fine.
please.
By the way,
go.
paper clipping was discovered. Oh my god, I wrote an article on this. I forget. I think it was 2019.
Oh no! I don't know how I got stuck there. That was weird. I would say that's never happened before, but like I have gotten stuck there before, just never like that. That was a very weird one. Yeah. So paperclip was discovered in 2019. Why don't you explain that, and then Cyclone, after that you can take it away with some stuff if you want.
Great. I'll be brief. Yeah, so back in 2019, Seeker TV, who you can see in chat, absolute legend, found paper clipping, which revolutionized the any percent category, but also this one. Basically, paper clipping works. Seeker, feel free to correct me here because you found it, but as I understand it, paper clipping works when basically two faces meet at like a corner of a wall or something. There's a little gap in between them, and you can wiggle your way through that gap. And yeah, that basically just means you can make your way through pretty much any wall in this game. And it's dubbed paper clipping because the walls are paper thin. Steel, take it away.
Alrighty, so we've got a couple donations here, and we got one from Mute a few minutes ago. A comment says, "Is dangerous dangerous? Sorry, that joke was dangerous. Now that you're done laughing, go play the game, Dangerous.
Wow.
And don't make us feel paingerous.
Wow.
Anyways, can we get a Dane joke, Traingerous? Love you all."
Oh my god.
That was one of the worst things ever said. Please read more donations like that.
We have a $50 donation from Bonitka, and it says, "Since this topic is ultra touchy for me, I'm so happy to help those who need it. Stay safe, gamers. Thank you for this ultra cool community. Send in so much love and good luck with all those cool runs. Dara, we love you." We have a $100 donation from The Grilled Cheese. Another $100 donation from OpQ. As former law enforcement, unfortunately, suicide has been very present throughout my legacy. Friends and partners, I'm glad to see resources like this for people who need help. Thank you for what you do. And 5 minutes ago, we broke our $2,000 mark.
Yes!
With a
Oh
$25
my God.
donation from Pear. It says 2,000.
Pear?
Let's go.
Get in there. No, you're not making me do that again.
Pear, I cannot thank you for pushing us over $2,000. Oh my god.
Guys, I'm like
Everyone, thank
really
you
stuck.
so much.
There we go.
That is really awesome, and I think it's a great cause. Like, I really do. I think we've made a bunch of strides in mental health, because like I'm kind of old, so like I remember when, suck it up, crybaby. Like, that was my childhood, right? And so now we've just come such a long way. Mental health are things that we need to focus on, and we're moving in the right direction as a society, I think.
Oh,
This,
yeah,
this is
great.
Fred, by the way. Say hi to Fred. Say hi, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Fred's not having a great day today, so we want to say hi to Fred. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Okay, so I'm actually
Foundry.
Yeah.
So
let me explain what's going to happen here. So I unequipped a mod on my shotgun, and did I actually just get stuck there? Oh my! Wow, that was. Okay, so let's try that again. So unequip the mod. We're gonna run up, talk to this drone, and we're gonna load checkpoint. So I got the micro missile mod. I actually grabbed the wrong one by mistake, but that's fine. That's not really a big time loss. I just have to open the menu again, and then close it if my button will work. Wait, didn't I get that drone already? I thought I got that drone already. Huh?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? That's so weird.
There? I'm getting a bit of deja vu here.
Are you telling me that?
Wait, I grabbed that drone already. Just what the heck do I think I'm doing? So we're doing something called drone duping. This was actually discovered. Partially, it was actually kind of collaboratively discovered by a whole bunch of people. But Mr. Meta Live here was the one that initially showed us animation canceling. Found it entirely by mistake, by the way.
Yep.
Just one day happened to accidentally trigger a drone animation cancel, and then from there the floodgates opened. By the way, that jump can sometimes be a little scary, but it's fine. It's fine. We got it. So Foundry's the first level with combat rating, and I'm going to have Meta explain what combat rating is. It's going to be very similar to demonic corruption in Doom Eternal, but it's measured a little bit differently in this game. Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and Dane, feel free to pop in if I do give any misinformation here, because it's a little bit vague in my brain. But essentially, you may have heard me discuss combat rating earlier. It's a measurement of how much combat you've completed in a level. And of course, this is a 100% category. We need to get all of the combat rating in every single level. Combat rating in this game is measured by killing demons, obviously, but each individual demon, depending on its power level, the stronger demons and the weaker demons, that is, will give you either more or less combat rating. Is that correct, Dane? I think, if I remember correctly.
I tell you, those zombies, when they're, screaming with their throat lozenge issue, I can't hear a word you're saying. Their audio, for whatever reason, clips over everything else. It's terrible.
Oh yes, good old zombie ASMR.
That's a word for it. Not the word I'd use, but it's a word for it, I guess. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Meta and Blaine doing most of the talking, because this run actually requires a very large amount of concentration, and so I'm probably going to be quiet for a lot of the run, but I'll sort of chime in as I'm able to.
I actually wish Doom Eternal would have kept the combat rating, because there's certain arenas in Eternal you have to go to, and it's like, okay, you went there, you killed a demon. I could have saved 3 minutes if I didn't have to go over there.
You play this, or do a run with this with actual combat rating instead of demonic corruption, and you'll change your tune pretty quickly.
Oh yeah,
it can be really janky in some levels. In fact, when we get to Arc, we'll talk about how screwed up combat rating is in that level.
Although there are some advantages to that as well, which we'll get into later. But
Sure.
You may have noticed, so earlier back in UAC, I mentioned how there's a good mix of levels that are more trick focused, and there's a good mix of levels that are more combat focused. Foundry here, which is this level, is a lot more combat focused. It's almost identical to the Ultra Nightmare 100% route, which I don't believe we have in this marathon, but we definitely will have in the future. And yeah, the 100% Ultra Nightmare route for the full game basically is close to intended, and so that's what you'll see in this, except Dane. Rail boosting where possible. That's actually one of the more consistent rail boosts, by the way. Almost anyone can get it. I would be very surprised if less than 50% of casual players who are playing at a high frame rate didn't experience that, because I know I did. I had that rail boost even casually because you just jump out of the little box thing there and you just boost across the room. It happens accidentally all the time.
Yeah, so that Hellraiser can go the right way or he can go the wrong way, and he went the right way for us. The right way is he runs right next to those barrels and just kind of takes himself out. Alright, so in any percent, the old 90%, you'd see them reload checkpoint here, and I almost did it out of habit from my other categories that I run, but we don't want to do that here because it would despawn a couple of Hell Knights, and we need those Hell Knights for combat rating.
And it didn't actually happen, but you saw Dane melee with his gun there as he was falling. He did get stuck, so it didn't end up mattering. But you can actually cancel the mantle animation by interrupting it with another animation, which is very common with every trick in this game is basically interrupting animations with another animation. But the way that one in particular works is to prevent the Slayer from grabbing the ledge. You just punch as you're like passing down the ledge and he just like falls right past it. There was a problem like before that was found where you would just grab that because otherwise you have to stay as far back as possible without getting stuck. But yeah, if you just do a little punch, then you're good.
Big jump, nice.
So yeah, the thing that blows my mind about Doom in general is there's so much going on the screen. I had like 4 questions.
Yeah, go for it.
And they're gone now. Like,
well then, never mind. Okay, this Hell Knight needs to show up. Thank you. This guy was making my life miserable because we need to kill him before we go into the score nest, or we will actually kind of ruin everything. With the way this level has been routed with the drone duping. So he has to follow us, and lately he has not been doing that because he's rude.
Also, Hell Knights in general in this level are kind of a pain in the butt. If you follow the route to the T, it's fine, but if you deviate it from it, sometimes Hell Knights just won't show up. They kind of forget that their job is to kill you, and they just don't show up, which totally messes up your combat rating. Definitely seen a lot of runs fail to that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, how much room is there, not just in the run, but like in general, how much room is there for combat rating? Like, is it just the route that's very specific, or is it the levels are pretty tight? Anyway.
It depends on the level. Some are very forgiving for combat rating. I can't remember which specific ones. Dane, I'm sure you can enlighten on that. But some levels are really tight on combat rating, and others are like super loose with it. So you can any level that has really loose combat rating, you can do a lot more tricks in. But anything that's tight, like this one, Foundry is incredibly tight with its combat rating, which is probably why it's a lot more similar to the Ultra Nightmare route. There will be a level later on where we actually use a trick to abuse combat rating. That one is super loose, and it's the only scenario where we actually can abuse combat rating.
You can actually cancel that chainsaw animation, but I wasn't fast enough. Ooh.
Sorry, I'm just like watching. Like, I love this.
Yeah, we invited you to the couch because we knew you would have the right questions to ask for as a hundo runner that has never run hundo in this game. You would know. So
yeah,
this is now the most exciting and interesting part of the run. Chat, get ready to spam your resident sleepers. Spam your resident sleepers because we're gonna dupe this token 29 times. 29 times is literally faster to dupe this token 29 times than to pick them up in their individual environments because you're canceling out.
Now, when you say it's faster, like, is it like 30 seconds faster, 3 minutes? Like, how much faster?
It's about 3 minutes. Now, I'm not going to subject you to that.
3 minutes.
I'm not going to subject you to that. We're going to load up another save that already has them duped, so you don't have to watch me do that 29 times because it literally takes about 4 minutes RTA. That's that.
Oh, you smart man.
I'm not gonna make you sit through that. So hey, look at that. We have 29 tokens. Look at that. So we're gonna open up the the thing here, and Just take my word for it when I say that's how it works. All right, so there was a cutscene that we could watch, but cutscenes are slow. So instead, we're just going to rub our face in this wall, and then move forward if you can. Thank you.
Also, I just want to add, duping 29 tokens probably still more enjoyable than inserting and twisting, what is it, 20 batteries?
Something like that, yeah.
True.
Unskippable animations. Love it.
All right, I am not always super amazing at this skip, so give me a second to make sure I can do this.
Yeah, one more step, I believe. Yes!
First
Nice.
try. That is a little bit of a precarious spot to have to skip through, because if you are just slightly too far to the left, you'll fall off. If you're slightly too far to the right, you'll clip and bounce. There's like you have to really Goldilocks that edge right there. It's very, very tight. And oh my god, that was a gold split, guys.
Nice.
You gotta...
Because we skipped all the duping.
Oh, because...
All right, I'm actually...
Wait a minute.
This setting is actually wrong on this. I'm supposed to have my crosshair on simple, and it was set to default for some reason, so I just had to quickly open the menu to fix that.
One thing I just realized that you have to deal with that I don't is dying from being like landing in the wrong area or from too far, or you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no death warping in this game. So if you fall into a pit,
You're
dead.
You did.
Yeah, you dead. I had an Ultra Nightmare run one time where I was in Cadger Sanctum, and I happened to just slip off at the edge of something. I didn't like miss the jump. I didn't like miscalculate it or anything like that. It just has banana ledges, and I slipped off, and it ended my Ultra Nightmare run.
That is
and that has happened.
No.
that is the rite of
happened
passage
so many
for
times.
anybody trying to beat Ultra Nightmare for the first time.
Yep.
If you don't die
Also,
at
it's
least
me,
3
common
times, just
sense.
something really, really stupid, you haven't run Ultra Nightmare yet.
Also,
so
shout
then,
out to Rune challenges. Why didn't they bring those back?
Right?
And well, the
great
one
question.
downside is when you go to get the runes in Doom Eternal, you just have the rune that you want. Okay, Meta, which slot should I put this in?
All of them.
Well, I can only put one rune in one slot. I mean, which one should I put it in? I mean, the top one makes sense because the other two say locked.
I'm confused because the other two are locked. Yeah, you only have one slot. Why are you asking, Dane?
Well, but
I think you should just put it in one of the other ones instead.
But-
say, you know what? Heck you, game.
but
and
they're
just not.
locked. You want me to put them in one of the? All
Just
right.
do it.
All right,
Do
fine.
it.
I'll put it in the bottom slot. So okay, so you see it's in the bottom
go.
slot. There you go. All right, so you're gonna have to explain what we just did there.
So that is called, I forget exactly how this works, much like everything, but that's called the bite and switch. This was found by speedrunner Bite Me, absolute legend, and I believe it was found accidentally during a Games Done Quick run.
It was during his
Which-
practice run at Games Done Quick before he actually went on stage. He did it by mistake, and then during the event he didn't do it because he didn't know how he did it, and they started messing around with it. If you've ever played this game and you had like the menu change what thing you selected in, like when you went to go use your tokens, it's exactly the same thing. It's just here we're using it to our advantage. I keep pulling out the pistol for some reason. But yeah, it was discovered entirely on accident, and it basically just involves the game not really liking. I am really screwed right now because I did not set this up right. Okay, we're gonna try.
I believe.
Got it. There we go. Okay. But yeah, it just has to do with the menu not really liking using both your mouse and keyboard at the same time. It kind of prefers you to use one or the other.
Yeah, so, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that you do it is you hover over the unlocked slot with your mouse. Then with your arrow keys, you navigate down to the locked slot and you click the unlocked slot, right?
Yeah, so you basically just hover your mouse over it and then use the arrow keys and then
So the game goes, huh?
screw around with the keyboard and you have something in a locked slot. It doesn't change things too much, but it does change things a little bit. I need ammo like really badly. There we go. And unlike Eternal, I have to actually equip my chainsaw before I can use it. All y'all got really spoiled on that in Eternal.
And
Stagger.
If any of you are familiar with the Doom Eternal 100% runs, the bane of 100% speedrunners in that game is glory kill challenges. Same thing here. Same thing here. Dane has to glory kill 2 Hell Knights from above, so it's a specific position. You have to get a death from above glory kill animation.
And we got that one already.
And this game, we got one of them, right? Or was
we got both
did
of
you
them.
Both? Okay, so we got both. We're good. However, sometimes the game likes to troll you and not give you that animation, and in that case, routing becomes interesting. So thankfully, that didn't happen here.
I need to get another Dragon Ball, right?
I think so. Yeah, you missed one back there, so maybe just grab another.
Right, I did miss one, so let's get a second one here. Oh, but I already got that one. Oh, hey,
So
look,
it
it's
should
still
be
here.
missing,
How about that?
right? Oh,
That's really convenient.
so how does this work, then?
Yeah, so basically you force the game to pause before the post delay animation has finished, and you can reload checkpoint. It basically works the same way as duping the tokens in Foundry. The difference is you can pause in the middle of the token animation. You can't pause in the middle of the Argent Cell animation unless you force the game to do so, and that is requires alt-tabbing out of the game in order to do that, which is very scary in this game.
We can dupe most things in this game. The only thing we cannot dupe is combat rating, with one exception, but we'll get into that later. So because, as mentioned earlier, this does not require you to gather things from their source. This is like no source requirement. If you've ever looked at like a Legend of Zelda run, this is essentially no source requirement. Yeah, we can just dupe things wherever possible, which saves a lot of time.
Big gobs of time.
I also noticed it looks like you're using remote det. Is that good in this game?
Oh, remote det is amazing in this game. Whoops, I screwed that up. There we go. Yeah,
So-
the rocket launcher mods were reversed in Eternal for some reason. Lock on burst is kind of crapo in this one, and remote det is amazing. And then in Eternal, that was reversed. I think that's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Yeah, so the reason remote det is so good in this game, and again, Dan, please feel free to pop in if I have any misinformation. It's been a while. But the reason remote det is so good in this game is because not only does it give you more damage with the remote detonation, it actually, if you manage to get a direct hit with the remote det rocket, rather than detonating it, you get a direct hit, it does, I believe, 3 times as much damage with just one rocket. So
I forget the number exactly.
I think it's 3. It might be 2. But anyway, it does a lot more damage as long as you get a direct hit. So it's like a trade-off. And only uses the 1 rocket. So while Lock on Burst might fire 3 rockets, Lock on Burst actually reduces your damage per rocket, and also uses 3 rockets. Whereas Remote Det uses 1 rocket, does more damage. So what's going on here, Dane?
I forgot something. So wait, didn't I kill these guys already? I thought I killed them already.
Yeah.
Hold on, I forgot something. I have to go back. Sorry, no, I didn't forget anything. I'm fine. Wait, I'm pretty sure I killed these guys already, didn't I? Oh wait, hold on, I forgot something again. I gotta go. Well, no, it's okay. It's just sorry. Okay, so some of you are probably wondering what the heck is going on. How do these guys keep showing up again?
I'm sitting here wondering, like, are you going in the room or not? Like,
I am, and then I'm leaving. And I'm going back in, and then I'm leaving. So what am I doing here? Why am I doing this?
Mr. Juris, Mr. Juris, can I try? Are you farming a weapon mastery?
I'm actually, well, that is a side benefit, but that's actually not the primary reason why I'm doing it.
Oh.
We started this fight with just under 3 combat points, and if you look up in the right corner, you can see we have a little bit more than that right now.
Ah.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, you can do pretty much everything in this game except for combat rating. This is one exception to that. For whatever reason, the way that the triggers are aligned to the spawns of this particular room, this is the only room in the entire game where you can do this. You are able to walk past the trigger line, walk back out, and they will respawn even if you've killed them.
Dude, you gotta get out of my way. That dude was body blocking me hard.
So this lets us farm the combat rating for this level, but also lets us fill out that external payload challenge for the remote detonation attachment.
Please, both on the floor.
Which is super helpful because in the Ultra Nightmare route, it is notoriously difficult. Remote dead is quite trolly for what's called ticks. So when you hear me say ticks, I'm referring to the number increasing on a challenge. So if you increase, if you get one more point on a challenge, that's called a tick. Ticks for external payload are really trolly. They just sometimes, it just doesn't give it to you. And so this, in this particular route, allows us to kind of avoid that. We don't need to worry about it as much because we'll almost certainly get enough ticks while we're farming for the combat rating. So it's 2 birds with 1 stone. We're getting combat rating. We're getting the external payload ticks.
We're also getting Dazed and Confused done. We're at 18 out of 25 already. So we'll have this thing done before the Gornice fight's over with.
That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of rerouted things to make sure it gets done this level. It's not really any slower to do it here. I mean, it's faster to do it later in the game, but it's also later in the game you are really juggling a lot, and this makes things so much easier to balance. All right, I'm gonna hope he stays staggered long enough for me to do this. Yes, got him.
Nice. Yeah, masteries, challenges, everything in this game comes down to the route. And if you happen to miss something on a route, like if the animation is wrong, or if you accidentally kill an enemy in the wrong way and you don't get a tick, then you have to make up for that later down the road. And over a 3-hour run, it's very possible that you will miss a few things here and there. And by the end of the game, you're juggling 9 different things, trying to make sure you have all your masteries by the end of the game. Can be quite difficult, especially in the Ultra Nightmare category, where you are not able to load checkpoint. In this one, at the very least, we have the grace of being able to load checkpoint if there's any issues. But in Ultra Nightmare, if you miss something, you miss it. You're not getting that. You might have lost the run to it. So
Kind of feels that way with like sticky bombs in Eternal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like there's not enough spiders. You miss one spider, and it's like, oh, if I'm on Ultra Nightmare,
Yeah. Now,
it's kind of tough.
Dane, where are the codex?
Where's the what?
Where's the codex? I see you picking up little data logs, but where's the codex? The shiny orange.
Oh, you mean this
pieces of
pretty
Where's
thing?
the codex?
It's right here.
Yeah, codex.
Yeah, we're not gonna
They
read
look
it.
wrong.
We're not gonna
They
read
look
it.
wrong in this game.
All right, so we skipped all of those filter cutscenes because this is way faster than sitting through all of those. We just eat up here, make this jump, make it very weirdly, but make it, and then we end the level. Done! Yay!
So question about rep. So a while back there was actually a discussion on if it was faster to use the any % rail boost, which we saw earlier today. You can basically go from the start of the Argent facility to the very end of it, go into Argent Tower, grab the Gauss cannon, and then go back into 100% Argent facility. What's sort of the status on that? Did we just sort of, is it not faster?
You can do
hard?
it. The game will not give you 1 weapon upgrade point if you do.
Oh,
It will refuse to give you a weapon upgrade point.
that's rough.
For
And we cannot-
some reason, I have no idea why, but it just will straight up deny one of them for you.
And we are not able to duplicate
Yep, we
weapons.
unfortunately cannot do that. Come on.
Someday, maybe. Someday. That route is wild.
That would be cool, but it would cost you a minute to do that, and so it's hard to say if it would really be worth it, especially given how much farming you're doing in that level for Dazed and Confused to get that upgraded. So it's questionable. There may be a route that you could work in where it does work, but it's very tenuous and kind of hard to exactly pin down where something is going wrong with how the game's giving you weapon upgrade points. But maybe. You never know.
So now we're doing the ammo boost rune challenge, which will give us the ammo boost rune. I miss trials so much. Or sorry, I said challenge. I mean trial.
This rune is so stupidly overpowered.
It's so good. So good.
It is the second best rune in this game, easily. What's the first best? Oh, you'll see. Oh, you'll see.
What does this rune do?
This rune doubles your ammo collection. So if you pick up a piece of ammo and it gives you 5, it will now give you 10 as long as you have this equipped. Which means you can basically just nom 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 all the ammo from the environment and just dump it into enemies. When you don't have it equipped, you got to be a little bit more careful with how you're disseminating your damage. Oh, ooh, I almost
We
not
will
like that.
absolutely need.
You just pick ammo up off the ground, like.
Well, demons will sometimes give it to us.
If they're nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be chewing through ammo pretty shortly in the run. So that's totally crucial.
All right, can we get the swag boost? Can we get the swag boost?
I'm waiting. Oh,
we got the swag boost! Let's go!
right into the secret.
That is a very difficult. That's the second time I've ever gotten that boost. Ever. Second time ever. That was.
I was here. I saw it.
You were here. Chat, you were here. All right, so now we're gonna
Now
we're gonna do a skip called early Goss cannon, and it might not be super obvious what that means, just by the name. Oops. Early Goss cannon involves, get this, getting the Goss cannon earlier than we're supposed to.
Wow.
I know this probably is shocking to some of you, but yeah.
As an Eternal runner, I have to say, what is a Goss cannon?
It is the stupidly overpowered ballista. I think I was just short. I was just too short. I was like right underneath the little open thing. Now this skip is very treacherous. This skip, I wish Darve was here because he would tell you. Darve at one point held the any % world record. He is scared of this boost. Ooh.
I've certainly, with this boost, I've certainly gone back and forth on it. This is another one with pretty much most of them. Most of the rail boosts in this game across all categories. This has about 10 different setups on this railing and 10 different setups on the other railing. They all get you to the same place, but they're all difficult.
Well, this one's actually pretty easy because the setup is very simple as opposed to the one I've seen like Seeker use, which requires like really locking in. Whoa, that was a weird one. This skip is also like usually a run killer because it will just chew through time depending on how long it takes you to do it. But yeah, this boost is like there's a million setups for this boost, and Seeker has, I think, the hardest one. I don't know why he does it. Oop, this looks good.
Nice.
That
Almost
sounds
hit
like.
Go ahead.
It sounds like Seeker. When you're like, there's a hard way to do it. It's like, that's probably Seeker.
It's the Seeker's way of doing it. So now we have the Goss cannon. What are you gonna do with it? Oh, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. So there is a way to do balcony boost, but it is not super marathon safe, so I have opted to not do it. Just for this. If you watch PB attempts on my channel, I will go for balcony boost. It does skip. Uh-oh. Oh no, the audio's screwed. Uh-oh. So, audio's gonna be jacked up for the rest of the level. It will probably fix itself in Danejerus Sanctum. If it doesn't, I will restart the game. But yeah, sometimes when you reload checkpoints so many times, demons will just not make any noise. Like, you hear none of them are making any sound right now. There we go. So, part of the reason why you want to get early Goss Cannon is because now we have Siege Mode. And Siege Mode is so much more powerful than you probably realize. And you'll see why in a minute. Now, I'm going to go for a... I'm gonna fall over the edge because we're gonna reload because that's let's call it an RNG manipulation. That sounds believable. Just gonna try this again. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, that jump's actually, I always found trouble with that jump. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a little finicky for me sometimes. Cool. That was easy.
So that's a cutscene skip, by the way.
Yeah, this skips a cutscene. Saves about 7 seconds if you don't, stupidly fall over the edge, like I did. This is a good spot. We are just going to be farming kills here. So, Cyclone, if you have anything to share with the fine folks at home, now is your chance.
I do. I have a few donations to read. Really quickly, we have a donation of $4.20 from Dylon57.
Hey.
A comment that says, the effort that went into organizing the event reaffirms how great our community is. Thank you all for supporting AFSP. This charity means a lot to me, and I was glad to be a part of it. Haha, speed boomer go brr. Good luck, have fun. And then we have a $12 donation from Doomocracy.
Hey.
And it says 2016 for the win. Oh, we just got another one from Bavarian34 in the amount of $4. And it says Eternal Hype Kappa.
Thank you guys so much for your donations. It goes to a great cause. And frankly, I expected that maybe we'd hit our goal by the end of the marathon. And y'all hit the goal before we finished the first run or before we got to the second run. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. This is easily the cutest chat on Twitch.
Oh, by far. Not only did we hit our goal before the second run, we hit our $1,000 goal, which we had planned for the next like 36 hours. We hit that goal before the start of the second run during the intermission. We have now doubled that goal. Y'all are so heckin' cute. Thank you very much.
Cutest chat ever. That Mancubus is supposed to yell, but he... Okay, he's losing body parts quickly. Someone get him a medic. So what you're seeing here with the Goss cannon is a easily the cheapest, most unfair thing. The demons do not stand a chance at this point. Why don't you go ahead and explain what I'm doing with this Goss cannon?
Right now, this is called Banana Skip. I believe it was found by Lifelike.
This was Lifelike,
back in
yeah.
2016. Very, very early any percent skip allows you to completely skip this arena. Because we're doing the 100% category, we do need to still kill the enemies in this arena, but we're going to do it fancily from the air. So, yeah, that's pretty much Banana Skip. Just a little bit of parkour. The reason it's called Banana Skip, by the way, is it's a little...
They look like bananas.
See? They look like
a little banana.
And now you're not going to be able to unsee that, so you're welcome.
That's true. After somebody told me it was called Banana Skip, I was like, oh god, I'll never not be able to see that now.
Thank you, Lifelike.
Now, not for nothing, but didn't you miss a secret room?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming up.
I was trying to do that thing, you know, that we do when we're like, oh no, I forgot it.
Oh no, I forgot something. That little lid came in clutch just now because I almost fell over. Okay, so this is going to be a very difficult segment because I can't hear where enemies are spawning. All I can hear is BFG Division, which I'm not complaining about, but I would kind of like to be able to hear the demons so I know where they spawn, especially because these guys have random spawn patterns in this fight. At least most of the big guys have. Okay, that was very lucky.
So, Danejerus, I'm noticing you're firing that siege mode awfully quickly. What is going on with that?
Well, why don't you tell them? You know what's going on. That's why I asked you to be on the couch, man.
You got me. Okay, so remember earlier. Okay, Blaine, if you were to take a guess, how do you think that works?
Oh,
just take a guess.
I think what you do is I think you have a little voodoo doll next to you, and as long as your voodoo doll is touching your keyboard, you don't have to charge up your weapons in Doom 2016. Am I right?
You know, that is one strategy. The other way to do it, no voodoo required. All you need to do is a little thing called animation canceling, which we went into earlier by canceling the mantle. We can also cancel weapon animations. So the Siege Mode mod actually has this super long charge up, and it's supposed to be like the payoff or the price you pay for such a staggering shot. It's like 3 to 5 seconds, I think, which is really long for such a fast-paced game. We can skip it, however, through a variety of ways, but the most common one is just by tossing a little punch in there. The punch in this game is much more powerful than in Doom Eternal, in more ways than one. But yeah, essentially, you're canceling that charge up for the siege mode shot, and it's either called the instant siege mode shot or the DK SMS, which is short for the Dreamer King siege mode shot, named after the person who I didn't find it but introduced it to the speedrun community. It's kind of a weird thing because I think probably over a dozen people found it around the same time.
Yeah, it was. So what it was
introduced.
Yeah, so Ruby Tunkansada uploaded the first video of it, but they did it completely on their own. We don't know who they are. They never joined our Discord. They just found this little glitch and uploaded a video of it. But then Dreamer King actually found it independently on his own as well. And he brought it to us in the speedrun community, and we were like, oh my god, this is going to absolutely break everything. I'm going to do this safe because I'm scared of falling over again. Yeah, it literally cut at least 5 minutes, probably more, out of the run. It is extremely broken. Like people are like, oh man, it's so broken because you can go out of bounds slightly here. I would argue this is way more broken than that. this is this is a huge change.
Is there any other weapons you can do it with, or is it just
you can do it with a bunch of weapons. I'm currently in the process of trying to figure out how to route it in because you can do it with charge shot, the other shotgun mod aside from explosive shot. I've been having kind of not great luck with doing it though. It kind of acts funny with me. So I need to
it's a little more
figure out what it
with
is.
The other weapons. There's also tech called Jimmy Shot found by Jimmy Bacon, which is with the explosive shot mod for the combat shotgun, which is this shotgun, by the way, if you're not aware. The Jimmy Shot allows you to fire the explosive shot in between the cooldown cycle, and it's really damaging, but it's also really difficult. I think I've only ever gotten Jimmy Shots like a couple of times. I never quite got it down.
Yeah, it's very much a muscle memory only kind of thing. Like if you just try to do it without practicing it ahead of time, you're never gonna do it.
Yeah. Whereas the instant siege mode shot or the DKSMS for short,
it's very easy to do.
Very easy. It's super easy to do.
Yeah.
Right click, melee, left click, if I remember correctly. Super easy to do.
Yeah, you can do it one of two ways.
We have a hologram, which is very handy.
Now I can say it. Dane, didn't you miss a secret room?
Oh, I missed the secret room. Oh god, what are we going to do? I guess it's just gonna have to be a 99% run now.
Oh, shucks.
Oh darn.
Ah, what a shame.
Oh, maybe there's a way I could go grab it. Is there a way I could go grab it, maybe? Maybe
the only way you could grab it is in that lightning pit there. I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Argent energy, right? That'll kill you.
Argent energy thing. That thing looks pretty powerful. Looks like it might kill you if you touch it without some sort of protection of some kind. I can't.
I have an idea. I have an idea that I just came up with right now.
Just now? Go for it.
Definitely no one else. What if you grab that little green orb there, just fall down the pit?
I could do that. That seems like it would be kind of. That seems like it would be kind of scary though.
I mean, there's no way that the little green orb lets you be invulnerable to kill planes, right? I mean, that would be a huge developer oversight.
Oh, look at that! It worked. Am I gonna get it in time? Yeah, I am.
You're fine. Very nice.
I missed that in practice. All right, so let's hope the audio fixes itself because the audio might still be jacked up. If it is, I'll just quit out of the game and reboot it, and that'll fix it without an issue.
Quick little restart.
Hopefully, it doesn't. Though.
I remember the first time I saw that. I just thought that was the coolest thing. Where it's like, we're just gonna fall all the way down the level and go back.
Yeah. So it was in the All Secrets route. And I was watching the All Secrets run one day because I was thinking, like, is there anything they do in that run that we could use in ours? And I saw that and I was like, oh my god, we can actually use that. And, all right, hold on, give me a second. I gotta focus on this. Nice, got it.
Nice, tough jump.
That is a kind of a tricky jump, so that's lucky that I got it. All right, so challenges and things we have to do.
That was a troll, by the way. So imagine if you didn't have explosive payload mastered by now and you're on Ultra Nightmare. That totally should have killed all three of those zombies, giving you a tick for explosive payload, but it didn't. So thankfully, we don't need to worry about that in 100% Classic, which is what this is referred to as. Danejerus is really... Oh yeah, go ahead. Go, if you've got something to read out there, Steel, go right ahead.
We got another donation from Blackheart Wings for $4. It says, for the swag boost and to bring total to 2020. Keep up the great work, all.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Almost lost that.
Yeah, that sweep the leg is another. You have to be looking at a specific spot and get the specific glory kill animation. Thankfully, there's quite a bit of what are they called? Hellraisers? Yeah, that's that enemy. Those aren't in a Doom Eternal, but they're.
Oh,
that was
my buttons aren't cooperating with me right now. No, sir, sir, I need you to sleep. Thank you. There we go. Sometimes that helmet doesn't want to.
The glory kill challenges, I think, are harder in 2016. Like, yeah, there's, the Archie and the Tyrant will troll an Eternal Runner, but left side is pretty big, whereas you have to aim for, like, what, just the one leg?
Yeah, it's a little finicky, but there's some of them give you, like, multiple ways to do it. Like, there's a couple different glory kills that you can do on different demons. And some of them are just straight up do different ones. That was weird. There was flashing just now. But yeah, I would argue they're harder in Eternal, personally, but because you only have one Tyrant. If you bork that up, that's sorry.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's true.
And if you're on Ultra Nightmare, I watched I think I watched Tilia just chuck a run because the Archie was just like, nah. We're not gonna do glory kills today. Excuse me, sir, you're in my way.
Oh, this arena is really interesting, by the way. So right now, Dane is focusing on mastering the lock-on burst on these summoners, which also is part of a challenge, I believe, in this level.
Which one?
But killing that, isn't it? Killing.
Oh yeah, the two summoners. Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing that's interesting about this particular arena, though, some arenas will have specific trigger enemies. You kill all the enemies, and the arena's done. This one is essentially the summoners are the trigger enemies, and they'll just keep infinitely summoning these Hell Knights. So casually, or even during my first couple of runs, I would just have like infinite waves of Hell Knights, and I'd be really confused. But yeah, if you just take care of those summoners right quick, then it's not so much of an issue. Of course, the first summoner really likes to run away on you. Definitely seen that happen before. And then you got to bring in the reins a little bit because she'll start summoning all kinds of Hell Knights in your face.
One other thing I just noticed, you ran into a room that had a doll, but you didn't have to pick it up.
I did not. You don't have to pick up the dolls in this game. Some runners like to pick up the dolls because to them it feels a little bit more like complete. But just the category doesn't require it, and so in my mind, if it saves time, I'm gonna skip it. This arena is not going super great right now. I sort of let it get away from me.
And that's the secret.
The reason for that, by the way, with a lot of the red guards, which is those elite like red suit dudes, a lot of those require you to pull the token. Some of them don't. They'll just be like a proximity thing. I think all of the dolls are proximity based. I don't think there's a single one actually.
No, it's certain levels that are required. Like Arc, you have to pick them up. Vega, you have to pick them up. But it's very inconsistent. Like some levels you don't have to, some levels you do. It's very odd.
It's weird how
it is very weird.
But yeah. So, of course, because this is a speedrun, we're going as fast as possible. We're going to fulfill the minimum requirements. So anywhere where it's proximity-based, we're just going to enter that proximity, trigger the secret. Anywhere where we do have to grab that token or grab that doll, we're going to be doing that just because it's required.
Oh!
You won't actually see a lot of red guards in this one because we did dupe 29 of them in Foundry. But you will see
we duped them.
Yes, quote unquote.
We may have cut out the boring part for the sake of the audience. You're welcome for that chat, by the way.
Yeah, that was smart. But we'll still see a couple red guards throughout the rest of the run, just because they are required for challenges.
Yeah.
And that was taken in mind for routing, so we didn't dupe too many. Technically, you can dupe infinite amounts. You could have like, I think the max is actually 99, but you could dupe as many as you wanted. But we don't, just because it would lose time since we have to grab some of them for challenges later on.
Just out of curiosity, Dane, do you ever get that bug where the lost souls just freeze in that section of the doorway and then you just don't move?
Hell might just pop.
I don't know if I've seen that lost soul. So, I guess another thing about animation canceling, this happens with the chainsaw. I'm trying to think of if it applies to anything else, but I don't think so. The chainsaw specifically, it's another case of animation override. So if an enemy like that Hell Knight there is in an animation, like that guy was jumping up onto the cliff, if you chainsaw during that animation, the chainsaw animation doesn't actually play out properly because the Hell Knight was in an animation. I'm saying animation a lot, but it's required. And so it just basically gives you an explosion of ammo without needing to watch the full chainsaw animation.
Oh, I cannot believe I missed that. I never missed that jump. Luckily, there is a backup. There we go.
Fun fact, by the way, that jump right there was in an old any percent route.
Oh, was it really?
As
Nice.
yeah,
I actually did not know that.
Like probably back in like 2016, like a very long time ago. Skip because that jump can be performed from the start of the arena. You can skip the entire arena and just go right to the button, open the door, and leave. That was pretty quickly obsoleted, but yeah. This one's I think, probably my most favorite arena for a
Yeah, this is my favorite level.
Yeah,
And this is probably my favorite arena in the level.
So this is your favorite level, or sorry, this is your favorite arena in this level, which is your favorite level. Is it your favorite arena in the whole game? Would you say?
It's a good question, actually. I
that
never thought of that.
Because I mean, you could have a favorite overall level.
I'll let
and
you
have
know
a
when we get
favorite-
there. If I find another one I like more than this one. So now we have to do more DFAs on Hell Knights. It didn't end in facility. We have to do it here too. Those glory kill specific kills. Or directional
It's a pain in
specific
the
ones, I
butt,
should
'cause
say.
You can accidentally do like a little bit too much damage and just kill the Hell Knight without getting the glory kill stagger.
It is pretty
At
hard to
that
do, though.
point, You have to. I did it so many times.
Well, that's because you're bad at the game.
That's just facts right there. But yeah, if you do that, I think it loses a good 10, 15 seconds or so because you have to wait for another Hell Knight to spawn.
Something like that, yeah.
I've also lost ammo. Like I ran out of ammo in that arena, but that's just that's just me being a bad gamer. I love seeing.
Oh, wait a minute,
slot
I picked the
3
wrong one.
Locked, and then like a little rune in it.
Also,
Yeah. Go for it.
vacuum seems really good in this game.
Oh, it's incredible.
Loot Magnet and Doom Eternal, I don't even think it's worth equipping, to be honest.
Vacuum is hilarious because you can literally suck up ammo from, I mean, halfway across Argent and Ur. It's like kind of ridiculous.
So once we master everything, by the way, I forget when is ammo boost mastered.
Usually next level, but I am actually kind of behind on it right now, so I'm gonna have to
Okay.
farm a bit in this arena to get there because I am actually a good bit behind on that.
That's like I think I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, I'll just bring it up again. In 100%, if you fall behind on something,
dude,
you
you
then
are.
need to improvise your route and say, okay, I need to make a trade-off here and find somewhere to get these extra ticks for this challenge. But yeah, what I was saying about ammo boost. So if you master ammo boost, which is what Dane's attempting to do, you'll then not only be able to get double ammo from your demons, you'll also be able to get BFG ammo from demons, which is incredibly powerful. Then, if you combine that with the vacuum rune, you can get BFG drops and have them fly to you from across the room. And it's a little bit random, but oh my god, when you get a BFG drop and see it fly from across the arena, super satisfying.
Oh, for sure. Like in Doom Eternal, like a BFG drop could change your entire route. right? Like,
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah. Yeah, big time.
I'm assuming it's probably the same here, where it's like, oh, I got an extra BFG. This arena's done.
It
And I
is.
don't know if that's ever.
It's
come
pretty
into-
random, so you can't really ever rely on I'm gonna get a BFG drop here. It's entirely random what you can get up. That said, sometimes I'll get like 7 BFG drops in one arena, and it's just hilarious to watch. I one time killed 3 zombies with 1 shot, and all 3 of them dropped BFG rounds.
Yeah, that's wild.
Angle these
Yeah,
right.
so
No, none of them drops in Eternal. Right?
no.
I think it only, it's only on
Yeah,
some locations.
They got rid of some of some of the runes in this game are really really overpowered, frankly. And so they toned it back a little bit in Eternal.
Also,
There's
I
still
think
some really
loot,
good ones, but
loot magnets like automatically equipped in Eternal, so that's why it's not so strong.
That's true. It's once
Oh,
you
yeah.
unlock it with the crystals, it's sort of there, and you don't swap it out.
yeah, it's not even. I forgot about that. It's not
definitely
even a
help.
rune. It's a crystal. That's wild. That's
Yeah.
probably yeah.
Oh wait,
That's
wrong
probably
thing. Here
very
we go.
intentional.
Forgot to upgrade the Corona effect on this thing. Once you upgrade the thing on the siege mode, you don't have to aim at the demons. You just have to like look in their general direction. Whereas before, you have to actually aim your shot. Now I can just kind of look at them, do the DKSMS, and they're sort of just dead from there. All right, this Mank is looking at me, and he's confused because he can't path to me, and there's a
Bye-bye.
Revenant down there, and I don't know where he is. Oh. You are... There we go, got him.
Nice.
He was hiding.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but depending on the route, and I don't know if it's in the current route, at some points I believe you could skip those enemies.
Hold on,
but
I
it just
cannot really
depended
hear you
on-
over these zombies because they are just that loud and they are so
worries.
obnoxious. So give me 1 second to clear this out, and then you can ask your question.
Absolutely.
Zombie
your thing.
ASMR.
Slay, Slayer, slay.
Okay, I'm not gonna wait for you. Okay, go ahead.
I forget.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, dude.
It wasn't that long ago.
What did I say again?
You were
Right,
asking
fine.
something about the routes being different.
Oh yes. So the 2 revenants and the mancubus. So at one point I think you could like skip those. I don't know if that's in the current route.
You
I was just
can't
asking
really
about-
skip them because if you do, you probably won't have
Okay.
combat rating. That said, I've never really tested it without skipping them, but I'm pretty sure you cannot.
Okay.
I'm like
I
mostly
might have
sure
been
you can't.
misremembering. I might totally be misremembering. I thought maybe it was like if you did this, then you could skip them, or it was something like
There
that.
you go.
But I might be totally just misremembering. I only ran this category, I think, 3 times.
Something like that.
Danejerus here, absolute lad, sat down with me for 9 hours one day, guiding me through the entire route. And then me, being a bad friend, I only ran the category a few times. I still have those notes, though.
Maybe one day you'll come back and snag my record or snag my PB from me.
Maybe.
Bop me on the leaderboard.
Maybe.
I was about to say
There's been a
snag the
lot of
record, but Dara
rediscoveries.
took the record from me back in February, actually, I think. And I haven't been arsed to to take it back from him yet. But now that we have office skip,
Yeah.
what's office skip? Oh, skipping Sam's office. Wait, you can do that? Oh, just you wait, chat. Just you wait. It was found literally a week ago by none other than Seeker, who I said, "Hey, Seeker,
found
you want to
something?
find this skip that I've been looking for 3 years?" He finds it in 10 minutes. Took him 10 minutes to find a skip I was looking for 3 years.
Oh boy, if that's true, then I just gotta put it out there. A Seeker,
Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna walk it.
large arena skip from Doom Eternal. Just
Sounds
putting
like
it
a
out
plan.
there.
There's this thing, and I think I'm the only one who says it, but I call it a Seeker setup because Seeker finds Honestly, I mean, in the past probably 4 or 5 years, Seeker must have found hundreds of different setups for tricks in this game, and also in Doom Eternal as well. Doom Eternal 80%.
Oh, get
Absolutely
in there,
incredible.
please. There we go.
That's awesome.
That
That was a
paperclip
nice skip.
saves 5 seconds. Of course, when I do it, it loses 10 seconds. But yeah, that's... Oh, it put me back here. What? That's weird.
That is weird.
That's
Yeah,
really
'cause you
weird.
got the-
I should be up
so,
top.
Yeah, so right here there's a doll and a checkpoint. And it didn't give you the checkpoint there, so you must have grabbed it. That's weird.
That's super weird. I don't know why. Oh, can we say it? Can we say it? That's never happened before. It probably has, honestly, but I haven't seen it myself, so...
I have not seen that. So it triggered the checkpoint, and then you loaded it, but it didn't. That's
Yeah,
super
it put me at a different checkpoint, weirdly enough. All right, so this whole thing skips a very long cutscene, and this is a very long boost to do it. Shoot. That jump is very... It's deceptively long. It's much longer than it looks. All right, now we're in the right spot.
That's what she said.
Ah.
Sorry. It had to be done.
Wouldn't it be that's what he said to her?
I don't know.
So now we're doing armored offensive. This rune is a humongous pain in Ultra Nightmare, and it is laughably trivial in Classic. Good lord, sir. I don't want to hug. Thank you. Oh, Pinky's here. Hold on. Ugh. Thank you. Pinky with the assist. My practice
Nice.
run. That Pinky, I don't know how I did this because I've never seen it before and I'll never see it again. He managed to find a way to like clip into the ground. It looked like he was swimming in the ground.
Saw that.
And he basically couldn't path to me anymore and he just despawned. It was really, really funny. All right, so now we're going to upgrade tac scope. We're not going to start actually getting ticks on this until later in the level. Because right now we need to worry about finishing ammo boost because it's not done yet. All right, and I want to try and get... So there's a Revenant, a Hell Knight, and another Revenant here. And then a bunch of trash. And I want to try and farm the trash for double trouble. So I need to line them up, kind of... I need to kind of kite them into the right spot. So feel free to put Jebaited in chat, because that's pretty much what I'm doing to these guys. So this puts us at the exit for a cutscene, and there's no demons here. There's no demons here. Face wall. Oh, hey, look, demons. That door is a trigger line. So one of the challenges for this level is to chainsaw 5 demons. Another is to get this guy while he's in midair. So, sir, I'm going to need you to jump. Thank you. Sometimes he just will stay grounded for too long, and it's very frustrating. Okay, I need you to go away. So I'm just gonna keep farming trash, ooh, and avoiding spicy meatballs.
And then just keep shooting the ground. So
Just
you
keep
can
shooting the
collect
ground.
ammo. See, I figured that out on my own. What you're doing there.
Okay, armor.
Honestly,
ammo
big
boost.
brain strat. I don't
So-
I think I remember that, like the first time I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, that's genius." Also, one of the funniest things to see someone react to for the first time, because if it's not explained, they're just like, "What is this dude doing?"
There's supposed to be
He's just shooting
dudes
his
spawning in
gun.
right here. What? What?
That's never happened before.
Oh my god, did we get a that's never happened before? Oh, there he is. What? Why did they take so long to spawn in? What on earth? That was so weird. Usually if it breaks, I'll get like 1. Okay, these guys are not worth the effort. I'll usually get like 1, but not like all of them not spawning in. That was very odd. All right. Where's the second Kako? Oh, can we get a twofer? Pog, let's go.
Nice.
So this is the
Nice.
arena that changes things, because this is the only summoner, I think aside from the 2 in Danejerus Sanctum, this summoner is one of the only ones in the game that will infinitely spawn enemies. Hence, all we have to do is pick up this Berserk, make sure my runes are correct, hold on. Yes. And now, we're just going to, as Bite Me puts it, point and click until it is done.
Yes.
But I have to be very careful to not kill the summoner, because if I kill her, we are big screwed. So I gotta kill 4 of these Hell Knights. I just killed 2. That was nerve-wracking. They were right next to each other.
And so
That's
the goal
4.
here is not only just for rune mastery, but also for combat farming. A lot of the time during the 100% route, you'll be doing one action to satisfy 2 different requirements or more. And that just comes down to optimized routing.
3 is the best, but it's also kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
You have to have a very, very specific amalgam of things coming together, and combat rating looks perfect, so now we get air control. Of course, we call it something different in 2016. Eternal runners call it air control. And it is totally useless in this game. I love air control in Eternal, but it is useless in this game.
In-flight mobility in this game is total garbage.
But we need it.
We must master.
We must obtain and master it before we put it away and never look at it again. Luckily, it's very easy to master it.
I gotta
What?
I was just gonna say, like, is there any real reason that it's bad? Like, it's like,
The level design in Eternals really kind of designed for air control, whereas the level design in 2016 doesn't really take full advantage of it, or really any advantage of it. All right, so chat, you're gonna just have to trust me on this. Just trust me.
Oh, nice.
Trust the process. All right, I'm gonna swap out Savagery for in-flight mobility. We're gonna get this done as fast as we can. That way we can just put it away and never look at it again, because I hate this rune. It screws up all my movement. And I'm just stopping to grab that fuel, because I want to make sure that I am fully stocked. Ammo boost is done. And close encounters, the chainsaw 5 demons, that's done. So at this point, I just am trying to get things refilled, so I'm not, holding an empty chainsaw. Stay right there, thank you. Oop, stay right there, thank you. Okay, if I can get double trouble ticks on these guys, that would be awesome. Okay, I borked something, because there's supposed to be 6 dudes there, and there was only 2. So I think I might have broken something.
The spawns seem to be very, finicky.
Seem to be kind of jacked up in this level, and I'm not totally sure why. Hopefully that isn't... I mean, combat rating looks fine, so I don't think it'll be a problem, but it might make for some slow spawns coming up in a second.
Maybe a load checkpoint, at the next one?
I don't know if that'll fix it, but it might. I'll see in a second. There might be a spot coming up where I can do that. Because usually resetting checkpoint will reset the monster counter. These guys are coming in very slowly. Oh, he's up here. Oh wait, no, he's over here. No, where is he? There he is.
And so in order to master in-flight mobility, which we will want to do as fast as possible, not just because we are doing a speed run, but because it is awful, we are basically just needing to jump up and shoot. That's about it. It's super simple. Should be done within this arena or the next one.
Sorry. So it's just kill enemies in the air type thing, or
yeah, you just have to be in midair when an enemy dies, and you get a tick for it. It's comically ridiculous, but it's a very easy one to upgrade, so it's not really an issue. And we're already at eight away from being done with it. Okay, 5 away.
It is one of those runs, like you say, because there's 2 or 3 things you're working on at once. It's almost hard to sit here and go, why are you doing that? Because
Yeah, you're usually working on combat rating, weapon masteries, rune masteries. Yeah, I guess probably those 3 things at once. And you might also be mastering multiple weapons and multiple runes at the same time. It's a lot to keep track of.
That's the thing I'm kind of jealous of y'all in Eternal. Y'all don't have to juggle rune masteries on top of everything, so you get to focus on, like, just straight movement and getting from A to B faster, and it's nice. It's I'm jealous.
Did I just hear that right? Did Dane just say Doom Eternal's better?
Oh, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. I just ran out of ammo. Hold on. I don't want to do the intended manner because this is
when
slower,
I get banned
but that's
from chat,
I'm gonna grab this ammo from here. Maybe go back. I want to usually have a shot lined up, but I just did not plan that out very well.
Steel, you got any thing you'd like to read out for us? I don't think so. Okay, so we're gonna do we're gonna do a Gauss boost just over here. So this, I believe, is one of the Dragon Balls that we need for a challenge. Is it? Or
All right, I don't actually have anything. I thought I was talking, but apparently I'm
Nice.
I try not to talk
All
over
good.
you guys too much though, because you have a lot of good things to say.
all good.
I'll let you know as soon as I see something.
Cool.
So Dane, so we duped a bunch of Dragon Balls earlier, but you grabbed that one in particular. Is there a reason for that?
Come here. Come here. Stop running away. Okay, need your buddy to spawn in. Nice.
Hey, Meta.
Yes.
Do you know why he grabbed that Dragon Ball?
Because
I don't.
Forget. I think it's for
damn.
a challenge.
I gotta get 100%.
Is it so? Is there a challenge for that particular dragon? There's a
Hold-
paperclip here.
There's a paperclip here. If I can get it. I can usually get this before haste expires and just jump to the end, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with this one. And now I am... Okay, there we go. I was stuck for a second. Okay, that's fine if haste expires. It's a little bit easier to do this without haste. Well, it's apparently not very easy at all.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, this is an old all
Wiggle
secrets.
strats, Danny. Wiggle strats.
Come on. Why are you giving me so much trouble?
And the reason for this is basically just to skip the animation of grabbing the key card and waiting for the door.
It's to skip the last fight, actually, in the tram. But it does skip the key card animation and all that. There we go.
Oh wow, yeah, it's just right there, huh?
And now we clip into this tram by lining up right. Just like that.
And so that is similar to the UAC elevator press that you saw in the first level of the run. I don't know exactly how it works, but I mean, I imagine it's
Extendo
similar.
grabbing. I know this one.
It's not an extendo grab. It's
It's-
literally just
it's
you can interact with
similar.
stuff through walls, but
Well,
you can extendo grab with that. It's very weird. It's very wonky to do that. All right, so
Yeah.
I gotta explain this one. So I'm gonna drop a holo, and then I'm gonna shoot my hologram in the head, and then I get an extra tick on Devastator rounds for that. Don't ask me why that works. I don't know. I discovered it on accident one day, and yeah. So all I have to do is drop a hologram, shoot the hologram in the head, and I get a tick on tac scope.
Actually gives you something to do during this tram ride.
awesome.
I've only discovered one thing in Doom. No, I didn't really kind of introduce it to people, but I'm pretty proud of it, I guess. Just the one thing. I'm happy when I can like contribute stuff to the community.
So combat rating is measured differently in this level. Like you'll notice it just killed a Mancubus, and I got no combat rating for it because for whatever reason, combat rating is only measured by the gore nests in this level. Don't ask me why. The developers programmed it that way.
It's so interesting. Like, the combat rating is different in some places, and then the way secrets are triggered is different in other places. Like, it's weird how there's inconsistency like that.
Alright, so that was the last health upgrade. So now all we have left is armor. I gotta bottle cap these guys, so... Oh, wrong one.
Glory kill challenges, yay.
Ah. There we go.
So Dan, do you have a favorite, just like casual, stylistically, do you have a favorite glory kill animation in Doom 2016 or 20? Or both?
Just so you know, I couldn't hear a word you said just now because those demons were doing the ASMR
Those
thing.
damn demons! Do you have a favorite glory kill, like animation-wise? I think, again, this was probably just too loud.
Oh!
Rail
yeah,
boost.
Rail boost.
This area is probably loud as hell too for him, eh?
Yeah, I can't hear very much of anything coming out of Discord right now.
Well, while we're talking Meta, do you have a favorite glory kill animation?
So I can't remember anything in particular for 2016. For Eternal, I think it's the left arm on the whiplash, where you break the arm and shove the bone right through the head. That is
yeah.
by far my favorite glory kill animation in both games.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Absolutely incredible, brutal.
And I respect that. My favorite, because I'm a basic person, the very first glory kill in Doom Eternal, where you just kind of bonk the head in. That one's just so satisfying.
It's hilarious.
Bonk.
It's so funny.
I really like the
Like, you could take a screen grab of that and put the what's that HBO show, Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's the one.
Yeah. That would work too.
Alright, I gotta delete Missy here. Where are you? No! Oh my god, she is.
Yeah, those summoners, they like to run
There we
away
go.
from you.
I need. There we go. Need ammo. We're running low. Oh no, that's an ammo pickup. That looked like a shield guy's shield from far away. He's right underneath me, isn't he? There he is.
Good old Doom meme AI.
Cool. And now we get to do office skip.
Good luck.
Thank you. This is the hardest paperclip in the game, by the way, just for everybody watching at home. This usually takes me about 5 minutes. Maybe not that long, but... So I'm not even touching my mouse right now. I'm holding the walk button I have on the keyboard and just trying to tap back and forth, and it's still inconsistent. Come on. Believe it or not, this is faster than sitting through Sam's office cutscene. If I can actually do it.
You getting there. Just gotta remember. Wiggle strats. Just gotta remember those wiggle strats.
Yeah, we're still not 100% sure why this paperclip works the way it does. It'll come with time and practice, but it's... big shout-outs to Seeker for ruining my life finding this.
Yeah, it's giving you a lot of trouble.
I love
these are not... it's really precise, so you need to be at the right angle. I believe the right speed as well.
Yeah. Let me try and line this up again.
Definitely a difficult one.
This weird was...
Steele, in the meantime, would you like to tell us about the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention?
Please do.
absolutely. 1 second.
Sure, no problem.
So I rub my face into this wall.
Yeah, while Dane is profusely rubbing the Slayer's face against the corner of this wall.
The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is dedicated to saving lives and bringing hope to those affected by suicide. AFSP creates a culture that's smart about mental health through education and community programs, develops suicide prevention through research and advocacy, and provides support for those affected by suicide. So all of your donations will be going towards helping that community today.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh,
What? My keys were acting up. Hold on. There we go. I do not want to have to open the trainer to get through this wall. Please do not make me do it. I will open the trainer. I do not want to do it, but I will open the trainer just so I can show this off.
this corner is rough.
This is actually giving me more trouble than average. This is like taking longer than normal.
Try setting up again and align your crosshair better with the wall and the ground.
That's what I did
Courtesy
before. So like you line up on this line, and then I have the compass lined up in a certain way as well. Maybe if I try, well, no, because that's the right spot. Let me try maybe moving this tick here.
Take a look at this, everybody. I mean, you see this. We're seriously lining up, like pixel perfectly, twice, and then
Three
you
times.
need to 3 times. And then you need to shift your keys in such a way that you enter the little gap in the wall at the right angle, at the right speed. Very difficult.
What's funny is the other day I did this in practice. I got it in literally 5 seconds. I just like slid into the wall, and now, oh, there we go. We got it. Nice.
Hey!
Yes.
Okay.
Don't fall.
I'm trying not to. I'm being very careful here. Oh God, please, game, please, thank you. Cool, we're out of bounds.
Yay, we did it.
That was nauseating. All right, so now we're going to get the classic level secret, so we don't have to do a whole lot of backtracking later. So I'm going to do this very, very precisely because I do not want to. Crap.
Don't want to do that.
I made a whole setup specifically so that wouldn't happen, and then just in that moment, he slid back in the wrong spot. Okay, so hopefully we get it faster this time.
I'm sorry. What just happened specifically?
So I clipped back inbounds, and without being able to have the door open, it's a soft lock, so you have to reload checkpoint and do this again. Maybe it'll go better this time. Oh,
That was so quick.
that was so much faster. And that tells you how inconsistent this paperclip is. There we go. Okay, so now we're out of bounds again. We have to come over here because we need to spawn in some zombies, and their trigger line is down here. So I'm going to set this up very precisely because that floor is a lie. There's no floor there. You have to land on that door frame or you will fall to your death. And then you get to do all this again.
Jump. Oh my gosh, this jump. Nice.
Okay, hold on. We'll see. Nice.
Oh my
okay.
God. Nice. Oh, this is super cool.
The rest of this is free. We just have to wait for this with this guy. We call him William. This is William. William is going to come over and get us back in bounds. If he will cooperate, William. Sometimes William doesn't want to give us the glory kill. There we go.
There we go.
It's really weird how that one works. I'm not sure why, but it just works in a very strange way.
So I think right now, across every category in Doom 2016, actually I think in Doom Eternal as well, in any Doom game, in any category, I think that's the only time you use a glory kill to get back inbounds. I'm pretty sure.
That might be actually the case, yeah.
I'm trying to think, and I'm pretty sure you would never use a glory kill to get inbounds, only out of bounds. But there, you use it to get inbounds. Fun fact, actually, I was talking to Dara about this the other day. Back in 2016, again, this was a new game plus only strat, like when the game first came out. There's a rune, I forget what it's called, I can't remember, but it lets you glory kill from further away. And if you use that in resource operations, on New Game Plus specifically, you can stagger a zombie and teleport with the glory kill 1 floor lower. New Game Plus only strat using intended mechanics in an unintended way.
Yeah, that is
Skips an entire
Seek and
floor.
Destroy you're talking about.
Seek and Destroy, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the few cases where the walls are actually drawn so well that you have to glory kill your way back inbounds because there's no way to get back inbounds otherwise. So now we have Blood Fueled. This one, I think the NMG runners in Eternal love this one. It's a little bit less useful for us in 2016. It's really useful in like pistol-only runs, but it's kind of iffy in 100%. I don't really keep it on after I max it out. It requires
Blood
us.
Fueled, is that the fast glory kill one?
You move faster after you glory kill.
Ah, yeah.
And in Doom Eternal, you move a lot faster. In this one,
Yeah.
I think it's less so.
Yeah, that's an alpha rune in Eternal, but in 2016, it's a beta rune. Also, by the way, for everybody, if I'm glistening right now, it is like 4,000 degrees in my room, and I had to turn my fan off for the mic. So I wanted to just take this time to say that in my room, it is hot as hell.
Oh, no.
Wah, wah, wah.
Now donate and tell me why I'm terrible at comedy. All right, so I'm going to equip Blood Fueled here. I'm going to swap out Savagery for that. And so the way we upgrade this is we have to... No, you go away. You have to kill
Lost.
demons while you have Blood Fueled active. Oh, I am doing old strats. Okay, no.
Lost Souls in this like chasm area, by the way, super dangerous. Like the Lost Soul itself, not super dangerous.
Super what?
But in Ultra Nightmare, if you just like get bonked by one of those Lost Souls, if they fly at you while you're jumping across the chasm, you fall into the pit and you die. It's not Doom Eternal. If you fall, you die, and they like to make you fall.
It's funny, that one mechanic alone makes the games so different.
Yeah, it really does.
Yes.
Like, that is probably
No.
the biggest difference between the two of them, I think.
All right, so
But yeah, as far as
Does
the
have frame
Blood
capped
Field
here.
Mastery,
saved it.
nice. Little flick there. Nice.
So yeah, this is the same the same rail boost that's done in any percents. They do it twice. We do it 4 times. I don't know where I am right now. Oh, I know where I am.
Oh yeah, this is notoriously hard to navigate.
So we have to do that one just to get that one codex. And you could do the first 3 in any order you want. The 4th one, you have to do the BFG. So we're going to grab the fuel actually on the 4th one, but I have to line these up 4 times. That's annoying. And you'll notice I frame
boost style is
capped here
kinda
for this, because this jump is really bad if you don't cap your frame rate.
Yeah, frame
Almost.
capping is a relatively new allowance within Doom speedrunning, and it's basically just to increase accessibility. Because there's a lot of frame rate dependent tricks, if you're at 200 FPS, it's kind of hard to lower your FPS. We can raise our FPS pretty easily with a resolution scaler, but it's always been kind of difficult to lower your FPS properly. And so we allow capping of the frame rate through external software like RTSS, which makes a lot more tricks more consistent. Definitely one of those things that's like a gray area, but I'm all for any decision that basically improves accessibility to a run. You could argue it's like, oh, it's cheating, it's making it easier, but when it's something to do with like frame rate, does it really matter? You know what I mean?
It died in
Some
that
other
one.
games have frame rate right in there. Oh, like I know Resident Evil runs, you'll go right into the menu to adjust frame rate, right? We're doing it with Rivia Tuner instead.
Yeah, it's hard to do anything that isn't like, you know, oops. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's hard to do anything that isn't like VSync. Like you can use VSync to cap your frame rate, but it caps it to whatever your refresh rate is. So it's not really super helpful for what we're doing here. Riva Tuner is the easiest way to do it, and then you can just auto hotkey the. Oh come on! You can auto hotkey the specific frame rate you want.
Mm-hmm. By the way, the drone tech, that is what I like. That specifically is what I found accidentally. I was on an Ultra Nightmare run,
wait a minute.
and I just happened to pop a hologram right before interacting with a weapon drone, and it skips the animation. Also lets us do weapon drone duplication, but at that time we didn't know. But yeah, it skips the animation, which in itself saves time.
I accidentally entered the same room twice, so I have to do this again.
Nice.
Ooh!
Are you ready to hear another donation, guys?
Go for it.
Absolutely.
We have a new $20 donation from Darve, our very own Darve.
Gamer.
The comment
Gamer.
says, "Hi Dane, you're doing great. I'm laying in my chair with coffee, just chilling. Thanks for skipping the mundane token dupes. You could almost say that part was pretty mundangerous.
Wow.
Oh my god.
You're the best. Keep it up."
Went the wrong way. This part has been a little bit of an issue for me to learn because there's just like a lot of there's a lot of out of bounds navigation, and I am not a native out of bounds runner. I learned that way later, so I'm having a little trouble navigating this spot. But we finally got everything, so now we can go straight to the BFG. This is easily the worst part of the run for me that I'm still trying to like clean my skills up on.
Dude, Arc is hard.
Yeah,
Especially,
Arc-
like, you
yeah.
nailed it earlier, but that all secrets, the jump, I don't know how to explain it exactly.
Yeah,
but there's
the one
a jump, the
into the
stolen
drone.
from... Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that jump
weird.
is so hard.
That jump is really weird because it's like the
I
floor
think-
is sticky in some spots and not in others. It's very odd.
Yeah.
There we go.
When I was running all secrets, I think one time I spent 5 minutes trying to do that one jump, and he did it first try. Yeah, that's one thing to, I guess, discuss about out of bounds in this game is because it's not really an intended play area, a lot of the collision is super weird. So some areas will be super sticky, and you need to jump and then move forward, which is really unintuitive. Rather than, normally you would hold W and then press space so you can jump forward. But if you do that, then you fall into the void and death. And so instead, you need to press space without holding anything else, and then move forward in the air, taking advantage of the limited air control that you have without the rune to just like move forward a little bit. Out of bounds is very sticky.
I wish I could hear what you explained just now, but there was so much throat lozenge issue from these zombies.
Well,
Damn zombies.
well, Dane, I don't know if you know this, but you just got the BFG. You're supposed to enter that room and fire it.
Oh, yeah, but I don't really want to waste the shot. Oops, I killed that one by mistake. So this is called Chop Suey. I don't know why we call it Chop Suey. Me just started calling it that one day, and I thought it was hilarious, so I started calling it Chop Suey. Just melee and pistol over and over. It's a little bit slower than charging up a shot in some spots, but I'm just going to do this because it's easier than trying to time out charging up the pistol. It's just easier to do it this way.
Another example of animation canceling.
Yeah.
You're able to basically swap back and forth between the punch animation and the regular pistol shot animation. And switching between the two of them is optimal DPS for the pistol. Or maybe not. I was under the impression it was the optimal DPS, but you're saying that sometimes...
I have
having the
no
charge
idea how that
cycles-
just happened. All right. that was
Slow
really
boost.
weird. Okay, I have to actually switch my crosshair now. Whoops. Because I need to be able to see how much I'm charging up something. My heat blast. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to run through.
Oh, I love this room so much in 100%. You know, if I was to say a favorite arena, specifically, I suppose, within 100%, but maybe everything, this arena is it.
I only don't like this arena because of the fact that the summoners will jack everything up with combat rating here. Luckily, we've kind of worked our way around that, but it's still very, very irritating that they screw up combat rating in the way that they do. So you're gonna see me glory kill some stuff. Like I'm gonna glory kill something and then immediately glory kill something else. I'm farming blood fuel when I do that. because you know every time you kill something, while you have blood fueled active, you are getting ticks on it, and we need to get 50 of them. So, killing something via glory kill, running to the next thing and glory killing it, running to the next thing and glory killing it is very, very optimal for time that was going to end badly. Oh god. And the Hell Knights are the triggers. You could actually keep killing imps just endlessly here, and the game would totally be okay with it. And I've tried it, and you can. It's just slow. Alright, I'm gonna need you to summon some things in.
It's still so weird that like the progression of arenas is so different from arena to arena.
Yeah. It almost feels like somebody else programmed combat rating in this. Like somebody else did 12 out of 13 levels. Nice, BFG round. And they had one other dev do this one for some unbeknownst reason. I need a piece of fodder, please. I need a peon. Oh, hi, peon. You're my peon. Thank you.
That's a term, that's for sure.
Cool.
You say that, and all I could think of is the old school World of Warcraft. Yes, my lord. Like,
Yeah, by the way, you'll have seen Dane got a BFG drop earlier. If you weren't here for my explanation earlier, that's because now we have... Oh, there we... Look at that. That's perfect timing. Thank you, Doom.
I disappeared! No! It disappeared
So-
in like the 1 second that I used
Yeah,
it.
that's
It disappeared. That's so
You have to be
annoying.
So
Oh.
much stronger in this version.
So when you master the ammo boost rune, it still doubles your ammo, but also gives you the chance to drop a BFG round, which are incredibly powerful, obviously. Unfortunately, it looks like it despawned before Dane could grab it.
Despawned. It just
Very rough.
disappeared right. That when we looked at it on the ground just now, that was the last 2 seconds of its existence, and then it just gone.
oh no.
It's okay. We'll end up getting more. It's not an issue, but that was very unfortunate that happened to despawn right in that spot. All right, so we're frame locked to 60 here because otherwise we would be out of the elevator before Sam would be done talking, and we can't have that. Can't allow that.
Well, what happens?
Hold on.
Sam hates you. Never buys you dinner.
Oh
Okay,
man.
so that was thread the needle.
Yeah, there's a few different places you can get thread the needle. Casually, I found thread the needle a little difficult. Although, when you start learning the different routes through this level, there's a few different opportunities to.
Sorry, what's
get
thread the needle?
It's the
the
challenge
needle
in this
has you
level of
get-
killing 8 enemies with 1 shot. So,
Which
BFG is the
essentially-
easiest way to do that
yeah.
by far.
It limits you to the BFG or the seed mode shot, essentially.
Oh, no, don't move, guys, stay put. Oh, come on.
Oh,
That's fine.
Friendly
It's not.
fire.
It's just a tick for mobile siege. It's not a big deal, but it's just a little bit easier if you.
How many you gotta kill for the mobile siege ticks? Is it three
You have
or
to kill 3 in 1 shot.
Yeah, okay. I think Deathblade and Doom Eternal's the same.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so variety is done. Thread the needle is done.
man, can you imagine Doom Eternal with instant D-Blade? Because Siege Mode and D-Blade are like they're basically the equivalents of each other. But yeah, we spent quite a bit of time looking for like an instant D-Blade similar to the instant Siege Mode, but seems that they may have been aware and patched that.
Yeah. I mean, if you find that, almost everything on the boards is obsolete. Like,
Oh yeah, it'll be saves in minutes.
So this is
Still
one of
haven't
the
had
7.
canceling though.
This is one of the
Sorry?
7 tokens we grab, just because it's easier to grab it. Here, it's right there, and then when we load checkpoint, we're back here. We turn around, grab haste, and then we run. Peepo run. Sorry, go ahead.
Steel, you were gonna say something?
Oh, I was saying, luckily they still haven't patched out punch canceling, which is kind of nice.
I wonder. I don't know if anyone's ever tried. Not that I think it would work, but I don't know if anyone's tried punch canceling to see if instant D-blade would be a thing. I doubt it, but
I don't think it's possible.
probably
Tyler
not.
had some information regarding the fast D-blade.
I think like both these games have people who just test stuff all day, every day. Like you're like, hey, I've got this idea, and then 8 people will tell you, yeah, old idea.
We tried it.
There's that mantle cancel, by the way, on that first grate. Just toss in a little punch. No more mantle.
It is still hot as hell in my room. But I'm powering through because I don't want bad audio for this marathon. Y'all were so rock stars with doing the donation goal before the second run started that I will suffer with the heat for all of you.
What a lad.
But summer in Southern California is it's not exactly known for being cool.
Oh, yeah. It's way too hot down there.
Hot as hell.
Yeah, it's the type of place I like to visit in the winter.
Where?
By the way,
Oh, there it is.
Rich Get Richer, this is the most powerful rune in Doom 2016. There's a reason it's not in Doom Eternal. Rich Get Richer allows you, I believe the base version of it gives you infinite ammo as long as you are over 100 armor, I believe
It's 100 armor before it's upgraded and 75 after it's upgraded, and it is broken. And it's totally intended. It's a totally intended mechanic, and it is absolutely busted.
And we use that in tandem with the... So right now you'll notice that we don't have 100 armor. That's because you actually need to max out your armor, which is, I suppose, the price to pay for such an overpowered rune, but totally worth it. And yeah, so we use the Rich Get Richer rune in tandem with the instant seed mode shot and just absolutely melt everything. Infinite siege mode instant shots.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to upgrade this. I'm having a little bit of a Pepega moment here. I was like, why is it taking so long to recharge? And then I realized I didn't upgrade it.
This arena is
that
also
one.
really cool.
One soldier guy was just kind of like Supermaning his way across. I love the random little things that the Doom franchise gives you like that, where it's like...
Oh, wow. He died very easily. He does not usually. I don't have enough ammo for this. Hold on. Maybe I can cheat this a little bit. Oh, you killed my guy! You jerk!
Well, the enemies actually kill each other in 2016?
Yep. They don't just endlessly
in
shoot
Eternal,
they're
they
endlessly
just-
thwack at each other without doing any damage. They actually do
Yeah.
damage to each other.
That'd be great.
Where are
I
you?
was
There
doing
you
the
are.
Taurus Nabad master level recently, and an imp made all of the Hell Knights angry, and then it's like 6 Hell Knights just bashing this imp. I was dying laughing. I had tears in my eyes.
This room, by the way, this room is really funny. So that gray panel you can see back at the back right there, that is interactable at any point. If you so desired, you could, there you go. You could press the button and just open the door and walk out of this arena. No need to
Seriously.
kill any of the demons. No super crazy clipping methods required. Just press the button. It's just it's just there.
I'm dancing with these guys a little bit because I need them. Okay, dude, you're really in my way. Same with you.
Fun fact, that actually became quite a problem. So Legacy is sort of, it was our first attempt at creating a rule set that was closer to like the spirit of the intended route. not as good as No Major Glitches, I'll admit, in Doom Eternal. But it was an attempt. Legacy, so that panel was a huge problem for Legacy because we banned the basically like pressing buttons through walls so that you couldn't do like the UAC elevator, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And so I believe this is gone now because it was just such a silly thing. But this goes into the background of like creating rule sets for Doom, right? At one point we were like, okay, well, what if we just shoot off the panel and then press it? Because then you're technically not shooting it, or you're not pressing it through the wall because you've then shot it off. And so that was allowed for a while. And it's just it's a silly little thing, and it just goes to show like making the rule sets where you try to balance like I suppose quote unquote intended gameplay with speedrunning. It gets a little challenging sometimes.
So
Well,
we didn't stop and play Candy Crush for fun. It's actually one of the required challenges of this level. We actually have to play Candy Crush in Olivia's office. It is required.
Well, what's your Candy Crush high score?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean that should be a very good indication for everybody that's watching to know like just how difficult it is to define what a no major glitches speedrun looks like in a game like this, because what's a glitch? What's out of bounds? What's inbounds? It's not very easy to define.
It's not easy.
And
Legacy, easy, it's not.
Yeah, Legacy was like our first attempt at really setting up that. I mean, without Legacy, there would be no major glitches in Doom Eternal. It was our trial run. It was our attempt to kind of figure out what it is we're doing. I just realized I never equipped Rich Get Richer. I don't have Intimacy done yet.
Yeah, and so back in, I think, No Major Glitches for Doom Eternal didn't come around until I think April or June or so of 2020
that
for Doom Eternal.
Sounds about right, yeah.
And that was because it just took a long time to understand the game and then try and figure out some wording that makes sense for a No Major Glitches rule set, because it is arbitrary. It's not something you can solidly define, so we need to just try our best. Shoutouts to Darave. I started No Major Glitches and had a really hard time finding a way to get a consistent rule set. Darave, who was not even a moderator for Doom at the time, gave me a hand with getting the first draft of the rule set out so that we could start running it. And then, yeah, since then, it's been a lot more conversations of, okay, do we allow this? Do we not allow this? That kind of thing. It's a constant battle to get something like No Major Glitches consistent. And probably not perfect, but, you know, we learn as we go. So, Dane, what are you doing here? Why are they all... They're all, like, spawning perfectly.
Yeah. Isn't that convenient? So enemies in this game...
spawn so well?
Yeah, so enemies in this game spawn in one of three ways. There's fixed, random, and influence. I need imps very badly. Sir, I'm going to need you to come back here. I'm actually going to try and do something a little bit gutsy here. Stagger, please. Oh, shoot, he died. Okay, that's fine. I'll get it down here. So there's one of three patterns. There's fixed, random, and influence. Fixed means that demon will always spawn in that spot every time without fail. Random is random. Hold on, I need to get this other guy.
Oh my god, you're getting
up.
so many BFD drops.
But influence means that I only have. This is not good. Oh, I can get this hallway up here. Influence means where you are standing and looking will influence where the demons spawn in. And the imps in that arena just so happen to line up kind of perfectly on the ground with where we were looking. And so you can keep them all in your field of view and just kind of delete them with the heat blast, which is great because we need to upgrade the heat blast anyway, so.
Yeah, it works out really well.
That little skip right there saves a bit of time. That jump used to be pretty inconsistent until we realized what was the issue. We were bonking on the ceiling there. Come on.
Intimacy's best. Done. Oh, double trouble.
Nice!
Done.
Got it.
Very nice.
Wow, we went from being really behind to pretty much right on target. Sir, get out of the way. Nicely done. All right, so heated core I think still has a little bit of upgrading to do because it's not filling up. When it's fully upgraded, it'll fill up on its own automatically, and it's not. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of farming in here, which is fine. But I really want to get this done before the level's over because doing it in Titan's Realm is kind of a problem. Oh, I only have 16 on this. Okay, well, we're going to do quite a bit of farming.
And that might... I think that's probably just because you upgraded it a little late. And that, again, loops back to that discussion of if you forget something or if something happens, your route then needs to be somewhat improvised. At least that aspect of it does. And that brings a little bit of spice, a little bit of flavor to your run.
God, I wish I could hear a word you say when the zombies are around. I mean,
really good too, Dane. Like, it was probably like the best explanation of anything I've ever
and
heard.
I missed it.
And you missed it.
Oh my god. RNG is on my side. That rune trial is really scary because one hit means dead. And the big dudes are actually not the biggest threat in that arena. It's the stupid shield guys and the imps with their, or the soldiers and their imps, because they can projectile hit you, and that's not good.
Fun fact about those trials, by the way. I just remembered this random fact. I believe
we are
Red
completely
told
on
me?
track right now with the trials. We are perfect. Now that I got intimacy done in this level, we are perfectly on track. Okay, I'm gonna try and get nice. No.
So
there we go.
The trials difficulty is actually static. No matter what difficulty you select, whether you're on I'm Too Young to Die, it'll raise your difficulty, or if you're on Nightmare / Ultra Nightmare, it'll actually lower your difficulty for the trials. And it's somewhere around the Hurt Me Plenty range.
Yeah, it's set to Hurt Me Plenty. I think the damage values are slightly altered from Hurt Me Plenty, but it's basically Hurt Me Plenty.
Yeah, so that's just a little fun fact. Your difficulty does not matter in a trial. Also, if you're on Ultra Nightmare and you lose a trial, you just lose the trial. You don't actually lose your Ultra Nightmare run, which is good.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Is that Eric Andre meme? Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Sir? I'm at the wrong elevator. Nobody clipped that.
Oh.
I
mean, you know what? To be fair, I didn't even realize. That's
off
on
the
you.
hook. I didn't have to realize.
In fairness, I have seen both Bite and Red do the same thing. I will say I have done it more than either one of them because that's not the first time I've done that.
That's hilarious. I mean, that's on you for forgetting, but also that's on me. I should have realized.
Here's the thing: I can't see
totally
chat right
did.
now, but I imagine it's just flooded with Keck W's right now.
It's a few, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
What? There we go.
I love this part. I wish that this carried
the
over to
best.
Doom Eternal. I just love this whole everything about that.
Yeah, so fun fact. The BFG, so when you slow down time, the BFG tendril slows down with it. Or sorry, the orb slows down with it. The tendril is the thing that connects the BFG orb to any enemies nearby.
Mm-hmm.
The orb itself, I don't believe, is frame rate dependent, but the tendril is. So we shoot it up above so that the tendril will connect to an enemy, and then that is doing damage per frame during this slowdown time. Sometimes you won't see the UI won't like visually update, but it's still doing damage as long as the tendril is connected. So yeah, the tendril does damage per frame. We slow down time so that there's more frames, and then yeah, we just kind of melt the boss.
Shoot! Hold on. Can
also,
I grab it? I missed. No. I somehow like walked past the BFG round without picking it up. I'm not sure how, but yeah, that's fine. It's not a big deal.
You may have seen that in any percent, we are able to actually skip the Cyber Demon by jumping on its head and jumping on some collision. In 100%, obviously, we cannot skip the Cyber Demon just because there's a codex that you get from it. So that's the only reason. It would be faster otherwise, but to fulfill the 100% requirement, got to make sure that we grab the that codex. Same thing with the suit, by the way. We looked for a way to try and do intro skip in 100%, but because grabbing the suit gives you a codex, we are not able to do that.
So speaking of getting trolled, the game trolled me. It stole a weapon upgrade point from me. So I've done all the challenges. I've gotten full combat rating in every level, but it still, for whatever reason, did not give me a weapon upgrade point. Sometimes that happens.
I know the reason.
What is it?
I know the reason.
Tell me.
Cause Doom.
That's Doom.
Cause Doom.
I actually thought you had the reason for a second, and I am.
You think I'm smart?
Immensely disappointed, Meta. Well, here's the thing. This wouldn't be a problem
brain is
except
smooth and
Necropolis. Necropolis is going to be really bad now. Because
Be better.
oh man, okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of rerouting on the fly. Luckily, this is a good demonstration in how adaptive you have to be in this particular category. That's not what I wanted. Ouch.
You got trick shot. Trick shot is so tricky.
Trick shot actually is
because-
usually pretty forgiving.
I always had trouble with it because it would just like I think what happens is rather than you blowing up both of them, you blow up the first one and then it blows up the other one.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give you the tick because of that. I always find that happen to me a lot. But
Oh, I'm stuck.
my speedrun is like 3 hours 40 minutes or something. So there's a reason for that.
And for whatever reason, Lost Souls do not count as headshots, even though all they are is head. They don't count as headshots. It's the dumbest, most unfair thing. But we need to upgrade the pistol here. This is a good level to do it. It's not the greatest level to do it, but there's not really a better level with the route currently.
Isn't this the level where you have to kill a mank with a headshot to the pistol
That
or
is next
something like
level.
that too?
That is
That's next level?
Yeah.
Well, see, I was trying to show off my Doom 2016 knowledge. And,
I mean, you knew that there was a challenge in a later Hell level that involved that. That is still some Doom knowledge. Sir, you need to stay put. I need your head. Thank you.
So I do actually have some information on the missed point, like for real this time. I won't let me scroll up in chat, but I believe it was Arc that was the problem. Something happened with a load checkpoint, and you know that glitch where combat rating is full, but it's gray, it's not orange?
No, I had full combat rating because I had full combat rating before the Barons spawned in, and then when I killed the Barons, that should have given me a ton. I should have filled up like
AFD
2/3 of one, so it couldn't have been that.
It was Argent Facility destroyed, apparently. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I from the chat, it looks like that
Stay
was
there.
the thing. So this may be a 99% run, but maybe not. We'll see. Clench your cheeks. Find out.
You bought the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Nice. On Saturday.
Sunday.
All right, so this is going to be the arena that kind of makes or breaks the level, because we need to upgrade Dominator fully by the end of this arena, if at all possible. And it is kind of going to be tight.
What is Dominator for those of us in the back?
Dominator is the level challenge, which has you get 20 kills with the quad damage power up, I believe.
Oh.
So that's another one as well that can be kind of tricky in terms of like mastering and like challenges and stuff. Is some of the ones that are like related to power-ups, and if you run out of the power-up, you can't grab that anymore. Sometimes there's like 2 power-ups, but not always.
Where is everybody?
And if you
oh, there he is.
Could you
Taking
use
pot
checkpoint
shots.
abuse at all, or is
You can, but it's slow.
It's slow. And in Ultra Nightmare, of course,
you cannot. Yeah.
Okay, that was another challenge atop the mountain.
Yeah, I would say as far as 2016 goes, I don't know, maybe it's about even. It used to be that 100% Ultra Nightmare was like the 100% category. Now, I don't know, it's kind of like even. Either people have moved on to Eternal or they're doing like different categories. I don't know.
So you might have been
but yeah.
asking yourself just now, why was I eating my own rockets? Well, there's a reason for it, and the reason is because we need to upgrade a rune coming up, but I goofed a little bit and
This is my favorite rune mastery.
miscalculated the damage output. Okay, I got the doll. I want to make sure that persisted from over the checkpoint. I'm going to be very careful here.
So scary
Monk-ass.
on Ultra Nightmare.
Oh, is this the? Oh no!
Yes, this is
This is the
coolest
scariest
rune
part
mastery.
about learning the run for me. This part right here makes me go, I don't want to do this run.
So cool, super cool. So, not only is this just really visually pleasing, oh, that vacuum at the end there, so nice. It's just super challenging. It's a little more forgiving on I'm Too Young to Die. Definitely still challenging. On Ultra Nightmare, so that same strat is done in Ultra Nightmare, right? So you need to damage yourself with the rocket, and so sometimes you need to place the rocket either closer to you or further away. You need to make a judgment call, and you could just blow yourself up right then and there and lose the mastery or lose the run. So Dane, I just saw you were just aiming down sight, and you just gained some ticks and mastered something. What the heck happened there?
I cheated. All right, so the next part that's coming
okay,
up...
cool, yeah.
It was a very simple explanation. Okay, so that is actually another one of those animation cancels that we were talking about before. For that one, there's a few different ways you can go about doing it. That one is like the easiest. That doesn't involve staggering a zombie that should have died by headshot. That's the easiest one. You can just swap weapons and do it, but you run the risk of accidentally dropping a hologram when you do, so... I just realized... Oh, I do have enough. Okay, hold on, I gotta... Now we gotta get 5 Manx dead with Charge Burst in order to upgrade it, and there's a ton of Mancubi in this level, so it's a really easy way to do it. We got Dominator, that's done.
Nice.
Whew.
I don't know why. I really love that little strat. That saves like probably what, a second?
Probably not even that, but it's fun.
It's so swaggy. So what happened if you missed it, and if you blinked, you missed it? Basically, you interact with the Dragon Ball so that it starts the animation of opening up. Sorry, this isn't Doom Eternal. You gauss across the room, grab the Codex, gauss back, and then you can interact with the Dragon Ball. So you're using that time during the animation to do another action.
Keep forgetting I
Super cool.
have the wrong mod on for this. That's fine. All right. Really? There we go. That's done. Oh, wait a minute. I can do this. Oh, because of the BFG round. All right, so I was debating about whether or not to show this off in this level, because it actually doesn't save any time to do it out of bounds. It's actually faster to do it inbounds. But you can get into the classic level at the beginning of the level, and they do in All Secrets. But I was like, it's a little slower. It'd be cool to like show off a swaggy strat like that, but ultimately I just decided to do it this way, just to cut down time as much as possible. So we just got the classic level. By the way, can we shout out Whitehound for figuring out the strat in Redguard in this level that cut like 4 minutes out of the run?
Dude, Whitehound's a beast.
Dude, Whitehound literally cut 4 minutes out of this level in Redguard. Okay, now they actually both died. I never had both of them die in practice. Like every DRS run, they would both not die. It'd be one or the other.
Feels weird. I'm watching the fight and my eyes are drawn to where the ticks would be, and I'm like, there's no ticks. Like, we're not working on anything. This is a wasted arena. No.
If there was something I could farm there, I would, but it is unfortunately one of those spots where there just isn't anything to utilize. So I'm grabbing that mega health. I would normally skip it, but I was actually low on armor for Rich Get Richer, so.
Someday. So that arena that we just did, the gate takes some time to close. And earlier, there's actually, so in Lazarus, there's a similar arena where if you just gauss as you enter the arena, you can actually leave before the door closes. Kind of like in Urdak. You just leave before the door actually closes. If we could find a way to do that, that would probably save like a minute in this level. That'd be super sweet. Yo, Whitehound's in chat.
Hey, it's a Whitehound.
Legend. So for those doors, is it basically just like the collision doesn't actually extend?
Yeah,
all the
you
way up?
can kind of trick the collision early.
That's funny.
Somehow, I'm not exactly sure, but I just saw Red do it one day, and I was like, "That's a cool little time save." Saves like
Yeah, I don't know.
a second each, but
Still, I mean, how many doors are there like that in the hell level? Quite a
seemingly a million that we can't otherwise just jump over like we do in Cadinger. A big door skip. Oh, come on. All right, something's wrong here. Hold on. Oh, attack scope's not done yet. Something is weird with my combat rating. I'm not sure, or my weapon upgrade points. I'm not sure why. Okay, so I'll figure it out as I go. Oh God, please don't. You do not want to grab that BFG ammo, because if I do, I might kill this Mancubus up here, and I need him alive for the exact reason Blaine talked about a second ago.
Oh, Dane, isn't there a place where you have to kill a Mancubus with the pistol?
Oh no! Yes,
Oh,
Blaine.
man.
Yes,
Blaine, there
It
is.
right there.
And in fact, that was it.
Wasn't it?
I am legitimately stuck, so hold on. Don't usually... Oh, wait. I need
That'll be
8
a
ticks
fun
on
one
this.
to run
Oh, okay, so I think actually I'm going to do this here, just to get this done.
Does Pin Pop's balloon count on Cyber ranks?
Yes, it does.
What? That should
Cheap
not have
and
happened.
unfair, but that's Doom.
It didn't even stagger at all.
It didn't even stagger, but this guy did. Thanks for that. All right, I'm actually gonna abuse this spot a little bit because the gate's right here, and I can get the rest of the headshots I need here.
I don't see in what world like you get two Mancubi that just refuse to stagger. That is omega unlucky.
Okay. So I have to actually farm this anyway because wait for it. For whatever reason, did not register a bunch of stuff earlier. There we go. Can I knock this one out of the wall? There we go.
Nice.
This is actually going to be easier to do it if I do it this way. Okay. Do I have 7. I'm missing 2 points right now. Oh, Pin Pops the Balloon is one of them, so... Oh man, this is going to require some weird adaptation. So we're going to clear this arena like this.
You have some extra
Man.
by the end, don't you?
The on-the-fly thinking here. Okay, the zombies are all dead. What were you saying?
You have some extra weapon upgrade points by the end, right? So you'll at least be able to upgrade.
I'll have enough. Yeah, I'll have enough going into Danejerus. It won't be an issue, but I need 9 here, and I only have 7 because Pin Pops the Balloon didn't work, and I just got robbed out of the 1.
How fun.
There's actually a spot in Danejerus I can kind of cheat and farm a little bit. Dude, please die. Thank you. My guy was just like, I'm not going to register your bullets.
So was that just another, like, did you mean to blow that mank up?
Here's the thing. I usually get that Mancubus with the with mobile turret there, and that's
Right.
so ingrained in my muscle memory that I didn't even think to grab Pin Pops the Balloon on him. It literally didn't even register my head, but I can grab it in next arena. That won't be an issue.
Okay. We're good.
Yeah, we are
good,
good.
chat.
We will recover from this, chat. We will overcome and persevere. What's that speech in Breaking Bad? Grab the haste. There you go.
Oh, I am the one who knocks.
Well, no, I was talking
No,
about a different one. but that is a speech from Breaking Bad. That is true.
We got
The only other thing I could think of right now is science.
science.
There we go.
Hey, nice.
Except now I have these two imps running around like little jerk offs. Where?
By the way,
he's-
can I just say, the first time I played this room, I was like, "Oh, dead simple."
It's
yes!
dead simple.
Like,
It's dead simple. It's literally
Yeah,
a tribute
like-
to Dead Simple.
both games in their own way have really, if you look for it, there's nostalgia built into
Yeah.
both games.
What's really funny is
hard.
I actually think Eternal is more of an homage to the original games than this one. This one had like little Easter eggs, but it doesn't feel like it ever
Yeah.
really paid true homage to it. Whereas Eternal feels like Doom 2 remade in 2020. Like it feels very much like the original games remade. Whereas
Yeah.
2016 always
Music.
felt like a kind of a standalone thing, I guess.
It's not as in your face. Yeah, there's definitely
Yeah.
like references to it, whereas Eternal is like, it's very in your face. Of like, hey, like this is
Yeah.
definitely an homage to.
I
Doom
remember
2.
first time played through 2016, there was like a wooden door with like some animal skulls on it, and like there was so many like subtle throwbacks that I could think of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like wall textures, and I'm just saying, I'll say it. The Doom 2016 Baron's better. I like it better.
See, I actually like the Eternal Baron better, personally. I think he looks absolutely
Why?
badass.
Game complimenting Eternal? What?
Hey, there are things I like
yeah.
about Eternal.
I'm starting to think that you're one of those, what do they call it, contradictionists. It's like anytime
No.
I say something like, this is better in 2016, you're like, nah.
Well, no, I'm just saying that it's my preference, is all. But you know what I really like about Eternal? The speedrunners.
No. There you
True.
go. There
Very,
you go.
very true. Steel, did you want to pop in with something?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Couple things. We got some donations,
Ooh.
and then I wanted to make a comment on the music that you were talking about. It's like, or on the homages to older Doom
Sure.
games, because I
Music-
saw a lot of it
music
in the
first?
music. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah. So like you hear a lot of different like Doom 2 and 3, and even from like the classic Doom games in Eternal soundtrack more. And then there's some throwbacks to 2016 also. Like, especially in Tag 2, if you listen to Davith's theme, like the last boss, there's a lot of, you hear some of the Vega core and the Argent Energy Tower just kind of in there.
Yeah, the music's great across the series, honestly.
So
All
the
right, let's hear
donation-
these. Let's hear these donations.
We've
How
got
did
a
I lose time?
$2 donation
Oh,
from
there it is.
Mute. And there's a comment that says, there hasn't been a donation in a while. Can we get a Dane joke Trainjerus going? That would make me feel more dangerous.
Oh my god.
You've been playing for a long time, so remember to eat your Grangerous. Good luck getting Dangerous. And then
Y'all
we
are
have-
too much.
We have another donation from Oblertron for $50, and it is a comment that says, Doom community is wholesome community. So thank you very much for your support.
100%.
Yeah. I gotta say, that is one thing I've really noticed is like, even if people don't run the same thing you do, they might come up with something and be like, oh, hey, you run unrestricted, this might help you. Or, like, it's an overall, like, community, group effort. We all do different things, but it's still, like, every PB is cheered. You know what I mean? Like, it's supportive in ways that I've been in other speedrun discords are not.
Well, also
Absolutely.
that puts us almost to $2,100.
Yo.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, anybody who's got a good joke, donate. I want to hear the jokes. I don't know.
Steel, did you want to maybe remind people like what they're donating for?
Oh, right. It's about that time, isn't it? 5 o'clock.
Please move, sir. Sir. Okay, that's fine.
So, to everybody who's either just joining the stream or already here, Your donations go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which is dedicated to saving lives and bringing help to those affected by suicide. AFSP creates a culture that's smart about mental health through education and community programs, develops suicide prevention through research and advocacy, and provides support for those affected by suicide.
Awesome. Thank you so much for those words, Steele.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
it's a
the
really
words,
great
and thank you
cause,
for all the donations, by the way. Just in case it has not been said yet. Oops. Enough.
This is my first charity stream I've been a part of, ever. And I do stream, but I've never had the chance to like raise money for charity. And I would very much like to do that one day.
It makes it worthwhile, honestly.
So so essentially we're going to try to employ the same tactic for this boss fight as we did for the Cyber Demon, but it's going to be a lot more difficult because the BFG tendrils won't actually connect to these Hell Guards if their shield is up. There's a brief moment at the start of both phases actually where they won't have their shield up and then they pull it up immediately. So you can see there's a little bit of a window there where we can catch it. That's rough.
Man, this one is like super inconsistent for me. And I don't know why.
It's very precise. Yeah, you gotta basically fire that thing and almost immediately pull the wheel up, and yeah, definitely tough to do.
There we go.
It's capping you at 60 for a little bit there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it likes it. It's weird. Seeker, if you're still in chat, please feel free to correct me on this because you're kind of the master on the 60 FPS thing. The weirdest thing about the 60 FPS cap in boss fights is, okay, so first of all, it starts off at 60, uncaps after like a few seconds. Obviously, for optimal speed, we want to just be up at that 200 right away. In any percent, we used to need to load the Spider Mastermind first. That would be the first thing you would do when you boot up the game. Then you would go do your runs, and it would, for whatever reason, on every boss fight, it wouldn't do that 60 FPS starting thing. Then when intro skip was found, all of a sudden we found that that wasn't required anymore, and so it would, like, without doing the load of the Spider Mastermind, it would just automatically be at 200 FPS no matter what. Super weird. And so because in this category we don't do those things, we're still at a bit of the mercy of whatever function it is in this game that's capping it at 60 and then uncapping it. It's super weird. We don't quite understand it.
Chat, hydrate. Do it now.
Yep,
especially if it's
water.
4,000 degrees in your room like it is in mine. We're getting close to the end of the run, so I won't be suffering for much longer. I forgot to hold the enter down. I did this for you.
Yeah, so I guess for whatever reason, I don't know why these are linked, but watching the intro cutscene where you grab the suit and you meet Sam and all that, it makes it so that every boss fight starts at 60 FPS for the entire game. So once we skip that in any percent, it was no longer a problem. Now in 100%, because we have to watch the intro cutscene to get the codex, we still have that problem. So it's super weird.
So big shout outs to Dereve for coming up with the other skip besides Seeker that ruins my life and makes me hate him, and I hate Dereve, and I hate him so much for this. I hate this skip, and I'm so mad that he found it, and it saves like a minute. It saves a minute when he does it. It probably takes longer when I do it because I am bad at it.
This is my favorite stage.
Vega's awesome. Vega's super awesome.
Oh, we got a couple more donations here.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go for it. Oh, this paperclip. I love it.
Another donation from Mute with a joke attached. It says, when Dane rail boosts, you call him Plainjerus. And we have a $25 donation from Desert Samurai, which says, though I do not have a joke to tell, suicide is something not to joke about, and I want this to go to preventing it from happening to not only others, but those who are close to all of us as well. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for your donation.
I feel like I have to clarify. When I said send jokes, I don't. I
Yes,
didn't
nine.
mean.
Jokes about my name.
Yeah, I didn't mean. No, because it is a good point. It is something that affects all of us. Like
Come on.
I do.
Come on.
I'm really proud to be a part of something that has put money towards it. I really am.
Yep. And just a reminder, all of your donations are going straight to AFSP as well.
Yeah, 100% of
It
donations.
goes right. It goes right to them through the Tiltify campaign. We do not touch it. So yeah, your money's going to a really good place.
So this skip is incredibly precarious. I'm going to do my best here. I don't know the backup paperclip, so I can't do it, unfortunately, but...
That's similar to the arc one, where you need to kind of inch forward, or it doesn't make sense as a verb, but neither does inch. You millimeter forward, and you just need to trigger that secret and then go backwards. Unfortunately, super precise, so it's really easy to fall inbounds.
This paperclip does not usually give me this much trouble. I usually can get this one pretty quickly. I can get like in pretty quickly, but then like getting the lineup once I'm in the wall is a little bit tricky.
I have a feeling this one again. It's kind of just like voodoo magic. This paper clipping stuff. We have a somewhat of an idea, but it's more just a guess than anything. I have a wonder if it's more complex this one because that edge you're paper clipping into is like at an angle, rather than two like I guess, yeah, 90-degree faces meeting at an edge. It's like the one's like flat and then the other one's angled into it at a weird angle. And I feel like that probably makes it so much more complex.
It could be. All right. So we just triggered every phase of this fight at the same time. Literally all at once. I can't believe I missed this. There we go.
How?
Like, literally every wave just spawned in at the same time. Thank you, Dereve, by the way. I hate you.
That doesn't make fights easier.
How does that work?
We have no clue. I think what's going on is that the trigger for the fights are placed outside of the arena, and then when you trigger the network hubs, that moves the trigger to right next to you.
That's incredible.
But
so you go out of bounds.
But that's a guess.
Then...
That's a theory. I have no clue what it is.
Right. Well, as with most things in this game. So you go to bounds, you hit some sort of trigger, and then you go inbounds, and all of a sudden, because you've hit that trigger, every wave spawns at once.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's a great find. That's really funny because it's like you're
it's
doing
not
something...
a great find. It's a terrible find. I hate Dereve for finding it. I hate you. I love you, dear, but I hate you.
It's like you do something unintended to enhance the intended experience and make it like way more difficult. Like you're doing a skip, but it just makes it harder on yourself, but faster. I don't know. It's just something about that.
So we have to get we have to get 3 enemies with 1 frag grenade, and it is unfortunately a little bit inconsistent. There we go.
Pinata.
No. So because we got the classic level earlier, we actually don't even need to pull the lever here. We just have to... Okay, this is a swag strat.
Nice. Oh, almost,
got it.
Almost.
It was a little finicky there, but I got it. So we can skip the lever, just go straight down here.
This is one of those dolls you actually need to grab.
Yep.
Right?
Well, both of them in this level we have to grab.
That's so weird.
In fact, I watched Bite lose a run one time because for whatever reason, he went right over the top of the first doll and didn't pick it up. And we were all super confused going into Danejerus. Like, why is he missing a point? He had enough in Necropolis, and turns out that's when we figured out, oh, you actually have to have the dolls picked up in Vega.
That's Doom.
Did I get that? Yeah, I did.
Nowhere else do you have to pick up the doll, but this level.
No, Arc you have to pick it up. But it's fewer levels that require it for sure.
Why?
There's probably a few others I think that I'm forgetting.
Yeah, there's so many little things, like even in Eternal, where it's like the little green circle key thing. Some of them you just have to walk over. Some of them you have to stand there. Well, the whole thing. It was like when they were at the level design meeting. Some people heard stuff different ways. I don't know.
The level design meeting.
I don't know. I don't know how game development works.
That jump over the force field, by the way, that can skip the entire arena. Of course, we need the combat rating for 100%. But if you just jump over that red like energy shield thing blocking you from exiting the room, yeah, you can just skip it entirely.
And sometimes you have to, because sometimes you'll get soft locked there. No. Denied.
And it's not a hard jump either.
It's not terribly hard once you know how like what you're looking for. It's actually pretty simple, but it does take a little bit of practice. It took me a little while to learn it, but now I can get it pretty consistently.
Also, this room, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this room is where you fire the most BFGs, and it has the most BFGs in it. Doesn't this room have, like...
This room is...
Let me think. 4?
2 rounds. Well, it's been dropping a ton for me, which is nice. Thank you, game. But yeah, I typically...
You come in with 3, and then there's a couple spread around, right?
Yeah, there's 2 in here floating above these points. So I usually fire till I have 1 left. Nice. So that way I can grab both and go into dinner with all 3. Okay, so we're not going to grab that haste yet. We're going to save it.
I love that haste usage.
Oh, it's so fun.
Or the lack thereof. The strat require. You know,
we use it. We use it. So we had to pick up both of the tokens in this level because physically grabbing the token is required in order to trigger the secret. It's the only place in the game where that is the case. But yeah, so we saved 2 of the tokens for this level for that reason. And then we just go back, grab the haste, and this is much faster than actually riding that little conveyor belt. By the way, you'll recognize this is an Easter egg for Doom 3, way back when.
Really?
Yeah. If you play Doom 3, there's a couple of elevators that are situated like this.
Yeah, even without haste, just climbing up that side rail is so much faster than taking the elevator.
Yeah.
So even if you don't plan on doing a full speed run, try just going on that side rail. It's just a fun little thing. And
Oh
it's faster.
no, I'm getting menu glitched. So sometimes when you open the menu, you will get a decreased frame rate, but only when you move the mouse. If you don't move the mouse, your frame rate's fine. And then as soon as you start moving the mouse again, your frame rate drops. Why does that happen? Figure it out and let us know. Because we have no clue why that works that way.
Did you grab the codex?
I got the codex, yeah. Yeah, that's an easy one to forget.
I forgot that one.
Because it's like right there too, and like, you're staring at it, and you might forget it.
I think this one, the one on the helipad in AFD.
Yep.
The one in Titan's Realm, like right by the end. I've forgotten those.
Yeah, those. Well, the helipad, I almost threw away a 100% Ultra Nightmare run because I almost forgot that, and I had a viewer in chat who was like, "Did you grab the one on the helipad?" And I was like, "Sure, I did." Pretty sure? And I went back and scaled back just to make absolutely sure that I grabbed it, and good thing I did because I didn't. Okay. Oh,
in this game, you actually have to like push a button to pick them up too, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You cannot just run over them. You have to interact with them.
Yeah. See, I never saw any of the interact prompts because Dane picks them up so fast.
Well, I have interact
why
down
I
the
had
scroll
that.
wheel, so that helps a lot.
Oh yeah.
So Argentina, obviously, this level has a lot of masteries in it. Even if you have like a perfect route, this level has a lot of masteries done in it, which is super satisfying.
Guys.
Because we had some route trouble earlier on, there's going to be a lot more masteries done in this level.
What on earth?
So that'll be fun. That's a lot of BFG.
Okay, so getting Precision Bolt ticks. Precision Bolt is on the Goss cannon in this game, even though it's on the Heavy Assault Rifle in Eternal. And it doesn't even act the same way in this game either. It's... Yeah, I don't know why they should have named it something different in Eternal, but... Whatever.
I totally forgot that those two shared a name. That's hilarious. I think I remember that
These guys are-
confusing me, like when I found that out. But now, yeah, I just kind of forgot about that.
Oh, that's what it's called. The big redacted gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big fluffy gun.
The BRG.
Oh, what was it? Big fragging gun.
Oh no, it's
They
big
called
fluffy
it in the
gun
90s.
or
I
big
remember
friendly
in the 90s,
gun.
what they called it.
Or if
did
you're
not work.
familiar with the, I believe, 2006 Doom movie, I think it is.
No.
2005.
Oh.
The
Meta,
2005.
No.
The Bioforce gun.
Yeah.
Meta, no.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Canon question mark?
Are you asking if the 2005 Doom movie starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson is canon to the Doom universe? I'm gonna go ahead and
how-
just say no.
Yeah,
How
I'm
can it
gonna.
not be? How can it not be?
But I will say I love Carl Urban to death, and I
Oh, dude.
wish he was in a better movie.
I mean, honest. Okay, so little bit of a spoiler alert for the 2005 Doom movie. If you haven't seen it somehow, at the end of the movie, there's this like first-person scene with Carl Urban. Super sick. I love it so much. It's the only good part of that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, Carl Urban's really good in that movie. I love The Rock, but The Rock is not super good in that movie. Carl Urban, very good.
Also the beginning of
I
his
went-
acting career.
I went to that movie with a girl who would somehow become my wife after that. But I walked out so livid. Because I was looking forward to this. I've been playing Doom since the day it came out. Like, I remember playing Wolfenstein 3D, waiting for Doom to come out. It was, like, my favorite. And I go see that movie, and I'm just like, ah! And, you know, she has no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm just making noises. And she married me anyway, so I don't know what that says about her.
I think she picked
Oh, sorry, that's
a
not-
winner is what that means.
Yeah. Well, if he's that passionate about a movie, that's marriage material right there.
Right there.
What can I say other than Doom unites us all?
There we go. Okay, so we just finished Mobile Turret, thank goodness. Yeah, that's supposed to be done in Acropolis, but getting weapon upgrade point meme did not help. And this is called Scary Jump. Oh, that was close. Okay, we're good.
Very nice.
All right, so we're going to switch to Armored Offensive. And we're going to pick up this Mega Health 13 times. This goes faster than duping the token in Foundry, so
faster.
it won't be quite as bad. It does take a little bit of time, but it's not nearly as bad.
So this strat is another huge separation from the classic route and the Ultra Nightmare route. So this route, because we have loading checkpoint, this power-up respawns over and over and over again, allowing us to master... Oh gosh, what is it?
Armored Offensive.
Armored Offensive, thank you. Armored Offensive, so each time you pick it up, you're putting ticks towards your Armored Offensive mastery, which of course is required for 100%. Armored Offensive in the Ultra Nightmare route is kind of scary to master, and you're kind of balancing it for the entire game.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
have it on your mastery rotation, and it's just kind of in the back of your head the entire time. Thankfully, we have this duplication for the classic route.
Yeah, Armored Offensive in Ultra Nightmare it's not terribly scary. I've never gotten to the end of a run and not had it done, but I will get to near-ish the middle of Argentinier before it finally pops, and sometimes that can be a little bit like, that's a little tight. But yeah, it's one of those ones
You
where...
have to be very conscious of it,
Yeah.
though, yeah?
And once you pick it up, like once you pick up Armored Offensive, you put that rune on and you don't take it off until it's done. You can't afford to. If you pick up too much armor without it equipped, you could screw yourself right out of the run. So this is almost done. Cyclone,
And
this is
that's
a good
UN.
spot for oh, it's done. This is a good spot for anything you would like to share with the fine folks at home. Headshot?
Yeah, 1 second. I've got a donation from Mute a few minutes ago.
Mute, let's go.
And the donation is for $2. And the comment says, "You ever see Batman and Danejerus in the same room?" No. That's what I thought. Bruce Waynejerus.
Yo, Bruce Waynejerus. I mean, that's just undeniable proof. Right
Yes,
I mean,
I
you
love
can't-
it.
I'm not
can't
going to
argue with
deny
that.
anything.
Exactly.
I'm just not
Maybe
going to
confirm
confirm
those
anything
or not.
either.
There you go.
I would just like to say, as a dad, I I endorse all these jokes.
Thank goodness. Dad approved.
The arenas in this stage are really nice too. They like.
I gotta farm
how well they flow
chain gun a
together.
little bit, or chain stun a little bit. So fun little factoid about these. There's checkpoint triggers on these. So once you hit the checkpoint, you can just load checkpoint and you skip the rest of that cutscene. It's also one of the only cutscenes in the game, killing those wraiths, where you're not frame capped. And so if you're playing at a really high frame rate, the audio will actually desync during that cutscene, and so you'll close the crucible, and then the sound effect will play like a second and a half later. It's really weird to watch.
I knew a lot of things were frame rate dependent in this game. I did not know that frame rate could desync your audio. That is a fact.
Only on cutscenes where they don't frame cap you. That's why you're frame capped in like the elevator and Laz. If you weren't frame capped there, that would cause a lot of problems. Get headshot. There we go. Oh, I did get the other one. The thing didn't pop up for it. All right, this is gonna be our last tick on precision bolt right here. Nice. Ow, sir. Please stay put. Thank you. Alright, so I gotta farm chain stun a little bit. This is one that I always forget about, and I usually end up finishing it in this level because I forget about it. Luckily, it's non-demon specific, so it's not an issue if I do forget it.
No, I know they replaced it in Doom Eternal with the ice bomb, but like, I don't want to complain, but like, who said stun bomb? That sucks.
Well, I think they wanted to go for like a different look for the game, and stun bomb didn't fit that look. That's just what I'm guessing, but
I get it, right? Like, I mean, I put 1,000 hours in the game. I don't know if I should complain about it at all, but
1,000 hours is a good amount of time. Dang. And this is one of those.
I think it's.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm making a comparison between 2016 and Eternal. I think it's so similar to Vacuum and Loot Magnet. That's what it's called. So Vacuum in this game is a rune, and in Doom Eternal, Loot Magnet is a crystal.
Yeah.
And the stun bomb, which has basically the same effect as the ice grenade, like they basically have the same effect, but like through a different way. And I think it was keeping the game familiar but changing things up. I think that's kind of what the goal was.
For sure.
And
And
that's pretty smart for a series, because in a series you want things to change, but you want them to be familiar, which I think is a hard balance to strike.
Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, even the balance of like going back to the 1993 classic and then coming out with this game, like, that I think they nailed it. They made a really good game based on that. It was familiar enough, but it was also new enough. I'm just a big id fanboy. I don't even care.
Hey, it makes good
I'll
games.
admit it.
It makes good
Hey, I
games,
like Rage
and
1.
they make good games, and they also made Commander Keen.
When are we getting the Commander Keen reboot? When? Not a mobile game, a real game. I want it.
Are you saying all those fans of Candy Crush aren't playing a real game?
I don't know. They quietly canceled the Commander Keen mobile game because I signed up for it and it just disappeared. Like, no, it's gone.
I didn't even hear about that.
It was
really
at like
just
one
want-
E3 and then nothing.
I vaguely
really just
remember
want
it being talked about. I didn't know it was announced at E3, but I remember it being talked about a long time ago, and I actually forgot about it until just now when you reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, they were making one of those, weren't they?
I don't think it was going to be that good anyway.
Let me just double check here. Yeah, okay, we're good.
Look at all that
Well,
gold.
Bethesda
What's
to
that
give
steal?
the rights. I just want Bethesda to give the rights for Oblivion over to id, so they can just remake the whole thing. Because like, look at this game. It feels like I'm just playing fast Oblivion.
Quick swapping in Oblivion? Question mark.
It's like in id Tech 7 would be like the dopest game ever. I'd play it.
So this is Hold Still. This is a run killer in 100% Ultra Nightmare. And it is the very last wave of the very last arena of the very last level that you could have that happen, where you don't get that tick, and it has happened. It is
I've seen it.
a big old Sag moment when that happens.
I don't think I've had that happen to me, thankfully, but I've seen it, and it is, yeah, it's heartbreaking.
All right. So we skipped the whole Wraith cutscene here. We're going to jump right to the end. Oh, come on. Get the hard fall animation.
So now, okay, so yeah, we have full combat rating. We got all those weapon upgrades. Do we have everything? Are we good?
We will check. We will look. We don't have everything because the game robbed me for one challenge. Thanks, game.
Thanks, game.
And now we do a little math problem. We just subtract HP.
So, fun fact, by the way, the reason, Dane, you'll notice that the Spider Mastermind's health didn't go down when firing those micromissiles. The reason those micromissiles are required is to prevent the second phase from starting. So with that first BFG, we knocked down the Spider Mastermind right from the third phase down to the first one, skipping the second one entirely. But it's kind of glitchy,
coming up.
so we need to
And
make sure that we...
time.
Nice.
Nice.
GG.
GG's.
GG's. All right, so we are going to give her a very spicy food. Food so spicy it blows your head off. And that gives us the codex entry. Now what we can do is we can load checkpoint. Go right back into the game. And, oh my gosh, she's alive again. But it's fine, we already finished the game. So now we can just open the menu. And you can see we have everything. We're supposed to have 17 weapon upgrade points here, but...
AFT.
Robbed. We have all of the suits upgraded. All of the runes are upgraded, as you can see. 25, 9, 9, 27, 36, 16. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 100% speed run of Doom 2016. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching.
Let's go.
Yep, sometimes you'll get to the end and there will be like one codex missing randomly somewhere, and that is pretty heartbreaking when it's a PB and that happens. So... But thank you all so much for watching. If you want to follow on Twitch, I stream about 3 times a decade, give or take. I'm really bad about streaming. I'm trying to do more of it lately. I will try and get back online a little bit more lately. I just had personal things recently. But I will be back on. I'll actually be derusting this coming week for another marathon I'm doing next weekend. It never stops. But if you want to follow me, you can find me twitch.tv/Danejerus, Danejerus. Mr. Meta Live also has a Twitch channel. You can follow him at twitch.tv/meta_live, and you should go do that. You can also follow Blaine on Twitch at twitch.tv/ThatGuyBlain, right?
Yep.
Yes,
No
that guy
E.
Blaine. No E at the end. Don't put the E.
No
You'll go
E.
to a different page, and it's the wrong one.
It's the wrong guy, Blaine.
You'll see some guy like crocheting in the just chatting section. Wrong channel. That's not the right one. Don't look at that one. That's wrong. But yeah, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the
Shaking
run.
in a hot tub.
She's crocheting in a hot tub in a kiddie pool in the backyard. But thank you all for watching. And let's crush the next donation goal. Thank you all again for your donations. It really means a lot to me personally and to all of the event staff and organizers here at MDSR. We are very, very grateful for all of the support that you've been giving this charity and giving to this marathon. We really, really greatly appreciate it. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the marathon. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot something. Guys, wait, hold on. Don't you remember? There's a thing in the menu.
Is the thing?
There's a thing in the menu, right? We were talking about in level 1 how you can go into the menu and open up these classic maps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we should try speedrunning those?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be kind of
Yes.
fun.
Why not do that? Are we good on the overlay though? I don't want to start with that without having tech caught up to me. Are we set for that?
I just want to see you strafe run all these levels.
yeah. Unfortunately, that is not how it works. They're on current engine, limiting in that way. Way more lenient in other ways. What was that?
Maybe we take a quick intermission for tech.
Should we take a quick
and
intermission
then-
for tech? Does tech need an intermission? Because we can. That's fine. We can do that. if we need to.
Donations are going to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It is dedicated to saving lives and bringing hope to those affected by suicide. AFSP creates a culture that's smart about mental health through education and community programs, develops suicide prevention through research and advocacy, and provides support for those affected by suicide. All of your donations go directly to them through the Tiltify campaign today. I guess I should also mention, I also have a stream, and I primarily stream Doom and Hades, but I'm a variety streamer, and you can find me at twitch.tv/steel_cyclone. And I stream usually at